Swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you royal and we proud.
Barbershop Conversations, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. JP, Ira JQ, JP, Ira JQ, Kino, Rim, Leggett, Yova. What's up, Paul? Man, me too. I've been waiting on tonight's show. You have no idea. I could have went live all day today and had an 8-hour live because I got a lot to say, man. But before that, man, we gonna honor the future, man. And if you got kids that have talent and is working on their stuff, man, and you need a platform to put it on my platform, man. So you have a link, so it's forever. You know what I mean? So feel free to send it to me, email it to me, DM it to me, man. You know what's up, Broken Traditions, man. We got a lot to talk about tonight, man. The weak ass. Oh, okay. I can't wait. Oh shit. Damn. Got the kids in here, man. But without further ado, Lincoln and Kennedy Hawthorne. Is she playing the piano separate? Okay. All right. Kennedy, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, Kennedy? That's not funny. I thought you were on Team Hawthorne. She hit the autoplay, and you push the buttons, and it plays the piano by itself. See you later, Kennedy. And we're going to do Lincoln again, because see you later, Kennedy. Without further ado, Lincoln, Curtis, Gerald, Hawthorne. Go. Get out. No. Go to mommy. Go to mommy. Go to mommy. Lincoln, Curtis, Gerald, Hawthorne. Thank you, young man. Thank you, young man. And yeah, man. So appreciate y'all coming through tonight, man. Lincoln's about to close the door behind him, man. I'll be up there. I'll see you in a couple hours. You'll be asleep though when I come in there. Where is it? I actually need this for my phone. So all right, we got to buy some more chargers. Tell mommy to go to Amazon and order some chargers with the bodies. All right, man. Parenting, adulting, familying, all at the same time, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Thank you guys for coming through, man. Lincoln and Kennedy, we work on that 10,000 hour rule. You know what I mean? Yeah. Kennedy out here doing a milli vanilli to our brother. Facts. Shout out to Blue Blood. Facts. You know what I mean? But man, I got a lot to say, man. I held back a lot of tears today, man. Not for Adrian Broner, none of the fuck. Nah, fuck that. We gonna get into that shit. But that coach, man, they said he was a husband, a father, obviously a community guy, 9-year-old son. Got a wife, think had 3 boys. I don't know. I saw a Broken Traditions video way earlier this morning when I got up in the car, before I got in the car, excuse me. And I made my video when I was waiting on the family to get to the school this morning. And that literally almost broke me today. Man, when I say broke me, like literally, like, man, you have no idea. It literally like touched it, kind of like Ahmaud Arbery, because I run as you guys know, I run a lot, and when I okay, I'm gonna keep it together. Okay, I'm gonna keep it together. All right, because that shit really touched me. Ahmaud Arbery, because I run a lot, and I'm a looky-loo too. If I see new construction, I'll peer in and see what they doing. If they got workers there, I'll get the workers' numbers, because you can never run out of workers, right? And I'll ask, can I come in, take a look, and see what they doing, see how it's going. And it's on my route every day, so I see the development and how it's growing. And so Ahmaud Arbery really touched me, you know. And this one really got to me because it's so layered, you know. By the sound of it, this man was a career criminal. His brother was in the NFL, tale of 2 cities. I think his brother was a Hall of Famer for the New England Patriots, if I'm not mistaken, right? And he brings a gun to a non-U. He brings a gun to a non-U football game. What was he expecting to happen? The 9-year-old boy, young man, watches his father get gunned down because of a win-loss game at a non-U tournament. And for those of you who don't know, I grew up in park leagues, and I was always an above average athlete. I was always, well, I mean, many people have this story. I was just a great athlete, right? And that's how I spent the majority of my days, in a park, in a league. No father though, but in a park, in a league. You know, and when I heard that the 9-year-old little boy saw his son, I just didn't understand it, man. I literally didn't understand it, man. And the fact that the idea of bringing a gun, now I got to bring my gun now. Yeah, like people who when Lincoln and Kennedy do soccer, I got to bring my gun to protect my family at a soccer league game. And that's the furthest thing from my mind. Killing somebody, fighting somebody is the furthest thing from my mind. I don't have a desire to argue with referees, to argue with parents. I reserve the right to disagree. But I'm not throwing away all the hard work I put in the house to throw it away for one moment because I disagree with a 9U game, or in my case, a soccer league coming up in the fall or the winter, whenever they're doing soccer. And it's just heart-wrenching because all I heard and sounded like was black people, black men. And we say, oh, we can do it together. But let me explain something to you. Understand this. There was a NFL, Pro Bowl NFL player at that game. So when we talk about, oh, we got to lead a hood, we got to do this, he was there. So that means they're probably playing on a field that's in a comfortable like situation, but niggas come to this situation and want to destroy it. Just like Tank Davis fight. Niggas gambling in the bathroom. It don't make sense at all, man. It's not adding up. A 9U game? Nobody on that field is projected to go pro at 9 years old. No one. I got you in a second. That'll be great. No one is projected. No one is a first round draft pick at 9 years old. You can get pregnant. You can be a valedictorian. You can choose to be a Rhodes Scholar. You can choose to pick up a trade. Mom gets on crack. Maybe you got to raise your family like Warwick Dunn. There's so many different variables that can take place. And we fighting over a 9U game, man, and a man lost his life. The idea that you got to kill somebody at a 9U game. And I hope they throw that nigga away and put that nigga in a prison. Man, listen, I have no respect for him. None. Zero, zilts, nada. I know Texas is an open carry state and niggas carry their guns and bang, bang, shoot them up. I'm a real nigga. Yeah, I know. Y'all can have all that shit. And I got to do another monologue on Adrian Broner too. Oh, man, I can't wait to get to that one. But the fact that we just sit here and we just scroll through the shit, and this shit is happening every day. I was on the internet yesterday. I was in the show yesterday, and I saw a woman kill 3 people. Run them dead over. Shit scared the shit out of me. Just like I've never seen the George Floyd video. Never seen it, man. Never. If I know the ending, like I got to endure 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Nah. And I'm not calling George Floyd a hero neither. He's not a martyr. Nah, he's not a martyr. Victim of circumstance. But this literally hurts me to the core. When you're literally killing niggas. A few months ago, there was a killing at a barbecue in LA in the Wilmington area. We talked about it on this show. A barbecue, a football game, Tank Davis fight. Where are we safe? Where the fuck are we safe at? And some of y'all say, oh, Fred, you being crazy. 18 kids died in a school, was murdered, gunned down. 19 people total. Like, this is insane. Man. And then normal people, normal people like you and many of y'all, like me and many of y'all, all we want to do is but trust humanity. And then we got crazy motherfuckers. Is it 10%? Is it 30%? Is it 77%? I don't know. But the fact that we just kill niggas because we disagree with them. I bet you if I disagree with a nigga on the internet, there's somebody talking about me on the internet right now. They so mad at me that they talk about my kids probably. And niggas watch this shit and respect the man for talking about another man's kids. Niggas really watch and support that. Niggas are weird out here, man. I mean, niggas are really, really weird out here. Somebody's talking about somebody's kids. Man, listen, man, I'm open the phone line because I'm gonna stop. And I don't believe Adrian Broner one bit, but we'll get there. I'll break the show in a little bit and we'll get there. And feel free to beam in if you want to beam in. But shit's getting out of hand, man. A football game, a barbecue, a school, movie theater. Where else? Six Flags yesterday. Six Flags in Chicago. Can you believe that? Or Illinois, somewhere in Illinois, wherever that shit is at. Gunshots. They got guns in the Barclays Center. That means niggas are running around here with plastic guns. Walmart. God. Yeah, I appreciate you, Andrew. I honestly, I didn't do no research on it. The fact that a father got killed in front of his child was good enough for me. But LaRon got the skinny on everything, man. Hey, LaRon, what's up?
What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? I'm not going to say I got the skinny on everything, but I did see a few things about him. Mm-hmm. But what's his name? Aqib Talib.
Yeah,
I think his mom's shot somebody also back in the day.
Wow.
And at first, I think it came out to say that he did it, and he said no, it was my mom. So his mom shot somebody. I think he got shot not too long ago. So it's not like it's just a brother. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it was a game. I think it was a scrimmage between the kids. It wasn't a full game. It was just like a regular scrimmage. But what I see now, I think the brother turned himself in now, from what I understand. Uh-huh. But it's crazy. It's just really crazy. I can't believe it.
And he pleaded out to some charges a few months back, right?
Who, their brother?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
This shit's insane. I mean, people say, what's the solution? I mean, act human. Like, it's a football game. Like,
But the problem is a lot of these parents thinking that their kids are going to go to pro. They're going to go pro. And they're going to do whatever it takes to get in coaches' faces, get in referee faces, all for what? It's just sad, yo. I was like, I was heartbroken. Like, before I did that video, I really had to say a little prayer before I did it.
I heard you in your video.
Yeah. Because I met a guy yesterday, and he said he works for the news, and he's like, you know, one of the first people on scenes as a photographer. And he said that every time he sees something crazy, he just got to pray because it's hard for him. And I'm like, damn, like, you know, the kind of content I put up, it's hard for me at times. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, then I see that. I'm like, I got to speak on it. But it was a lot. But
yeah. Yeah. And Black Lives Matter is not there.
No, nobody's speaking on this.
Black Lives Matter. Why they didn't pull up? A 9-year-old boy saw his dad get gunned down in broad daylight. You know what I mean? Where's Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
Where's Benjamin Crump at?
You can't profit off of it.
where's all these leaders that show up when a white man does? I don't understand this shit. Oh my gosh. Go ahead, Seymour.
Yeah, the young man that got killed, he actually graduated high school with my sister. He went to the same school as me where I graduated from. And this is normal here in Texas, man. You got these grown men that
What?
play football through their kids, man. When
Yeah.
my son played football, we was in a championship game, no lie, brother. And the grown men was actually fighting on the field. I had to pull my son out. He never played football again. And this was in Oak Cliff, man. And to be honest with you, when my son started boxing, we never seen nothing like this. And you are in a place where testosterone was going and the boys was fighting. Once they finished boxing, man, they sat down like they had been knowing each other for years. You never seen that. But out there on that football field, that's a totally different story.
And another sad part about it too, his sister got killed maybe 13 months ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. It was actually 2 years ago.
Whose sister?
Domestic violence.
The
guy that got killed.
Yep, his sister got killed. Domestic violence.
So yeah, man, it's rough down here. Another guy. Now this is sort of weird, man, because the guy I graduated with, well, they have these little festivals down here where they ride horses and stuff like this. And his son had never went to one before. In the night,
Wait, you got to start over. You got to start over.
Yeah, I thought it was Market. Yeah, he was breaking up.
You got to come out and come out and come back in, Mr. Brown.
But yeah, his sister got killed. From what I understand, was 13 months ago. She got killed, domestic violence. Then he get killed on the football field.
Damn.
Imagine what that family's going through. Like you're not even over the death of your sister, or if the mother's still alive, your daughter. Now you got to deal with this. And she was also a collegiate athlete, from what I understand. So she played basketball. She played basketball. Yeah, she played basketball, and she was a teacher and a coach. He played football in college, and he was also a coach now. Giving back to the community. And both of them now gone.
Go ahead, Mr. Brown.
Yeah, I was saying, man, this is here in Fort Worth, it's the same thing, man. These guys get out here and they play through their kids, and it ain't nothing. You just ain't seen the video, man. These guys be out here fighting and in front of kids, man. And it's a crying shame, bro. It is. And people just don't know how to be civilized, man. And that's the problem. People just don't know how to be civilized. That's it.
Man, I'm not even gonna disagree with nobody anymore. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna swallow my pride. You can't even disagree with a man anymore in 2022, man.
That's all I want to say, man.
Respect.
And it's like that in New York in the basketball scene, in the AAU basketball scene, is like that. These parents are trying to live through their kids.
Damn. So if you disagree with a call, so if the Fresh Prince, so if Bel Air High School played MLK High School, people at Bel Air High School got a chance of getting robbed. You get what I'm saying? Like that's the mystique that we're giving. Like, oh, I ain't going to the hood. No. And niggas like, and it's coincidentally it's Nipsey's birthday today. Oh, I'm going to the hood, man. I want all this hood credit, man. Get that hood credit, man.
Yeah.
Take you somewhere where you can raise your kids and be at peace, man.
There's nothing wrong with that. That should be the goal.
That should be the goal, man.
Yeah.
Man, this is insane. You froze again, man. Your internet bad, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, your internet bad, man. They coming for you, man. They coming for you. You're too much of an asset to the show, man. But yeah, man, this is wild. Do you have, so people can call in on either side of the coin? Do you have an opinion on Adrian Broner? Did you keep up with that?
A little bit. If he says mental health, I'm gonna just give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he gives reasons of maybe it is mental health, the way he act.
Sure.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I can see why people have they think he's lying. I could understand that too. And I see that a lot of people also say mental health is a scapegoat. So But
man, when Tyson Fury said it,
mhm.
I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
When Teofimo Lopez said it, I didn't believe it. When Ryan Garcia said it, I didn't believe it. When Danny Garcia said it, I didn't believe it.
Mhm.
When Adrian Broner said it, I didn't believe it. Man, listen. Here's my take on this shit, man. We are creating a culture producing weak men, cowards. He's having a rough day. He's having a rough month. He's having a bad year. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You created your life. You created all those people around you. You created all the people you enabled. You created the coach you hired. You created that. The friends you have, you created the kids you created, the baby mamas, you created that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Why do I gotta? Don't come at me, nigga. I'm paying to be entertained, nigga. Entertain me.
Yeah.
I ain't got. I'm not. No, I can't do it because life was great a week ago when you had all the money on your arm and you was fighting Manny Pacquiao when you had all these Gucci belts and Louis Vuitton belts and
when he was a can man.
Yeah, when you were the can man, anybody can get it. When you were the next Floyd Mayweather. Man, listen, there's a word that we all must learn: accountability. Can everybody say it with me? Accountability. It's that important, man, because if you're not accountable, this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when your back is against the wall, see, his back is literally physically against the wall. He can't lose this fight. He got pressure.
Yeah.
There's pressure on that man. He's a coward for that shit, man. All them niggas. Tyson Fury, coward. Teofimo Lopez, coward. I'm not carrying your problems.
Yeah.
You guys brag about all this money and you love Jesus and you love your family, and then you got mental health issues and you want me to feel sorry for you? I gotta work every day to provide for my family. People,
Mm-hmm.
nah, I'm not.
I can't take mental health to my job either.
No.
You can't. Yeah, you can't.
No. Martin Luther King didn't have no mental health days. Harriet Tubman, no mental health days.
Yeah.
Malcolm X, no mental health days. And whoever else you believe in.
Yeah.
They ain't got no mental health days. Slaves didn't have no mental health days.
Like,
deal with it.
Who was the gymnast who had the mental health issue? That
Simone Biles. Fuck me, hell, man. That's a bunch of hogwash. Listen. The tennis player too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say her too.
Nah. You ain't getting me on no. Nah.
It's like she making more money as a mental health activist and saying she can't play than she is when she played.
Yeah.
She got Netflix documentaries and sneaker contracts and all that. Yeah.
And they're about to get a class action lawsuit against the Olympics. And then too, you can afford all the help you need.
Yeah.
All the help you need. All the shrinks you need, the psychologists, all that shit. You can afford that shit. Take care of it.
But my thing is, I see in the comments somebody say mental health is real. It is real, but if you know you have that issue, deal with the issue.
Deal with the issue.
Yeah, deal with the issue.
It don't just pop up on you.
It don't.
Man, hell, man, come on, man. I'm not with that shit, man. You can have mental health. I see it when I drive down the street. I see people, tweaking and twerking and turning. I see all of that. But listen, when you create your mental health problems, I ain't got to feel sorry for your ass.
Yeah.
Danny Garcia is bragging and dancing and all his posts is about his success. And you know what I do? I like it. I support it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can't perform the next day because you got mental health issues? Nah, man. I'm not. Nah, man. Nah, man. Nah, you can afford your help. We got to pay a copay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. No, man.
I think it's social media too, because like you said, Ryan Garcia. I think it's social media got it. It just gives so much. I guess it piles so much on these people they were like, all right, now I gotta perform. And they not really about that life.
Yeah.
I think it's really social media.
Yeah. And show me your mental health receipts. Show me you walking into a shrink office. Show me, I mean, everybody just popping up with these mental health shit. Like, oh man, I don't want to fight. Adrian Broner was fat last week, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I seen that.
He was fat. I saw, did y'all read this comment section? He was fat. How you gonna, someone said, how you gonna fight next week and you got a belly? Nah, man. When you are a grown man, you guys got to understand this shit. I'm not saying mental health is fake or fraud or phony. That's not what I'm saying. But when you're out here creating your life and you're showing it off and you're bragging about it, and then the next day you like, I got mental health issues, I can't show up to work. Man, come on, man. It don't work that way with me. Show me. I need to see video. I need to see proof. I need to see you in the shrink's office. Post that shit. You in the shrink office. You post all the gold medals. Mm-hmm. You post all the grand slams. Man,
my thing is this too. So now you keep doing this when somebody really does have a mental health issue, nobody's going to take it serious.
Right.
So like I said, I'll give Adrian Broner the benefit of the doubt. But like you said, fuck Adrian Broner, he's lying. And I can't even argue with that because now it's a cop-out.
Yeah.
It became a cop-out.
Yeah, man. Big cop-out, man.
It's like Simone Biles. It's such a crazy cop-out. She took somebody else's spot in the Olympics. Yeah. Another girl could have went to the Olympics and it could have been 4 new girls instead of Simone Biles. Instead, she wanted that endorsement money. She wanted all that bread, but she didn't want to perform.
Yeah, she got a bonus for going to the man. All that, man. Listen. So Adrian Broner didn't know 2 weeks ago he had this problem. Nah, he was overweight. Mm-hmm. He was bullshitting. He could have said this 3 weeks ago before people bought the tickets and bought their plane tickets and media bought their plane tickets. See, man, listen.
It's a lot of money involved.
Yeah, it's a lot of money involved.
A lot of money involved that you can't get back.
Life. Yeah. People don't get their money back. People just don't. Oh, I'm gonna just reschedule and get another $1 million check in 3 months. Nah, it don't work that way for people like me. Nah. We out here grinding in real life, man. Like it's not. Some people make it look easy. Some people make it look hard. But we don't show up once a year and get paid $2 million.
Yeah,
you know.
I hope the best for him because after this, nobody gonna take him serious as a boxer.
Oh man,
I see my man Blue was like, it's over. It's over. Who's gonna take him serious?
Oh, Blue said it's over for him.
I mean, he's speculating. He didn't say it like with no concrete evidence, but he did say it's over for Adrian Broner.
Oh man, listen. He still got the niggas. You know what I mean? All them niggas that was shooting up Tank Davis fight and shooting dice. Mm-hmm. Oh, he got them niggas in a bunch, man. What's up, man?
Hey, what up, family?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Oh, cool. Nah, I was just waiting till y'all started talking about my boy Mike. You know, that was my partner.
Yeah, I heard earlier today, man. Go ahead and elaborate, man. Take your time.
Nah, man, you know, that was a tragic situation, bro. Like I knew the minute it happened, but I didn't know who it was because it happened like 3 minutes from my house. So they was like, they shooting up the street. And I'm like, man, these fools shooting up at a football game. Like, that don't even make no sense at a little kid's football game. So it's like a news outlet out here that this guy started, and they were going live. And so I had tagged my cousin. So my cousin called me back, and she was like, Traylon, you're not going to believe who that was. I say, who? She say, are you ready? I say, who was that? She said, you know him. Then she told me the name. I just like, bruh. Like, dude, like, when it comes to be a father, friend, he like me and you.
Really?
Nah, bruh, no. Like, that's, bro, his son had just posted on his Instagram, every time you see me, you see him. He always got my back, talking about his dad. Bro, I swear to bro, I'm telling you, fact. His son just posted that on his Instagram page, bro. And now his daddy dead, bro. Crazy. The crazy part is over nothing.
Isn't that crazy?
Over nothing, bro. And
So sad.
you know the crazy part, bro. It was a scrimmage.
Yeah,
It wasn't
that's what
even
I heard.
a game. It was a freaking scrimmage. So yeah, I texted his wife this morning because me and his wife used to work together at the school.
Oh wow.
Yeah, bro. His kid, both his daughter and his son were my students when I was teaching, bro.
Wow.
So I know that whole it's painful, bro, to know you got a good man that's a stand-up man, stand-up father, get killed over and his son was there, bro.
Yeah.
His wife was there. His wife held her husband in her arms, bro. I got the text messages of what he said before he died. What she said, he said, bro. It's hard, bro. I don't even know what to say, bro. I'm lost. You don't even. And then they showed the official video of the guy actually shooting him today.
Whoa.
Yeah, they got the video out, like the actual video when he shot, and it's Talib Kweli's brother, bro.
Yeah.
And they say he always pulling guns at the Little League football game. They say this is not the first time.
Sorry for your loss. It's sad.
Yeah, it's awful, man. Man, that family. Yeah, that's insane, man. A father gone, man. 43 years old, just getting started. Son, 9 years old.
A father, a husband, a coach.
Literally in the community. What we talk.
He checking the boxes of what's supposed to be done.
He checking off the boxes.
Yeah, like what we say a black man's supposed to be. He checked all the boxes of going to church, husband, father, coach, giving up his time to coach kids. Some of those kids probably didn't have fathers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That probably was those kids' father, the other kids who didn't have a father.
I believe it.
And Fred, night in, night out, bro, you in the shop talking about this very exact thing. And then people want to criticize me and you because we come in and we want to hold men accountable, but they say we cooning. How am I cooning when I just want men to be stand-up men? Because we cannot be effective in our communities or even build our communities until we start loving each other. We got to start there first. No other culture, ethnicity, race, they not going to respect us until we start loving each other, until we start putting each other first. We don't even put each other first. Why are we going to expect somebody else to put us first when we don't put each other first? And then we cry about this system. We can't buck the system until we're united.
Yeah.
Bucking the system is unity for us.
Facts.
That's a cheat code. That's what everybody else is doing. It's a cheat code.
Yeah.
That's like, like how many times you really see Asian people at the banks? You really don't see them often because they have their own banks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, we I love what you do with your platform, Fred, and it's always talking about the real issues. And everybody not going to agree, and that's normal.
Uh-huh.
But at the end of the day, I see how people try to criticize you, but at the end of the day, you just got to stay strong and don't fold.
Yeah.
See what Donald Trump going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Listen.
You're not even the president, dog. Why is he making news, man? Like I don't give a damn, nigga. We in a damn recession. I swear before God, I wouldn't care if it was Bill Clinton, Obama. We in a fucking recession, and a victory for the Democratic Party is raiding a former president's house
for papers.
We're in a recession. But the crazy part, right? Listen, this is the crazy part. This is where they dropped the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump doesn't even pack up his own stuff. That's
oh yeah. So so that's he definitely could blame it on White House workers, man. You know what I mean? Man, it's but I just said that to say this, man, that they say he issued a statement to the podcast dudes, and he said, man, he said if y'all interview me, they gonna come for y'all and shut y'all down. He said, y'all sure y'all want to do this? Because you can't fold dealing with me. And he was just letting people know, man, you can't fold. And it's like, even with us being black men, bro, we can't fold. I don't care how much pressure and biasness and racism we deal with, bro. I can't fold, bro. I don't break. I'm different. that's why I'm sitting there as we transition to Adrian Broner. I'm like, nigga, in 2006, 2005 through 2007, I had $5,000 that I wasn't even accounted for in my life. Dre in med school, I got to pay rent. I had a 745i paying $900. I created these quote unquote problems. I chose to be with Dre. I didn't say, oh, you going to med school and I got to pay this $1,400 a month? $1,500? Oh, no, I'm leaving you. I found a way. I didn't claim mental health issues.
Yeah, I think Adrian Broner issue is like, and I haven't even heard none of y'all say that. When I clicked in, you brought me right up, but I think he presented a lifestyle kind of like a lot of football and basketball players. There
you go.
Mismanage their money, and when the thrill is gone, then reality hits, and now they can't handle the pressure, and they start going through all these mental issues because they can't present a certain persona because
it is
it was their identity instead of themselves being their identity. Then you're gonna forward every time, brother.
Yeah,
I done had it all, went broke, got it back.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what I was attempting to say. You said it more eloquent than I did, man. He just sitting there. His back is against the wall. He know if he loses this fight, he's not Adrian Broner no more. He's just Adrien. He's just Adrien. That's it. He ain't AB no more. They gonna call him Adrien.
It's sad to see flashy athletes hit the wall like this, though, because
it ain't sad. No, it ain't sad.
Because you know how much it means to them. You know how much it means to them.
Oh, it ain't sad because Fred had to get up 5 o'clock this morning, get his kids ready for his first day of school. No, it ain't sad, nigga. No, it ain't sad at all. It ain't sad. No, it ain't sad.
Because you see the downfall from the beginning to the end. You see it play out over and over again.
He knows.
Adrian Broner was smart. I didn't mean to cut you off, Fred.
No, go ahead.
Smart, bro. He should have went the Keith Thurman route. I'm just saying, because one thing about it, Adrian Broner gonna talk, Keith Thurman gonna talk, and by those two talking, the fight gonna sell. You gonna go fight Omar Figueroa, which okay, he done had a little success and now he been on a decline, but that fight not gonna sell, sir. You gotta go put yourself in a position where a fight is gonna sell. And Keith Thurman, I believe he's cocky enough to feel like he's gonna beat Adrian Broner. He would take that fight.
Man, listen, I don't and man, listen. You got to show me, man. None of these niggas that claimed mental health, I never saw them vlogging about being with a shrink. I saw them buying jewelry, buying cars, out on dates, training with their family, with their mama, with their daddy. They've never vlogged about walking into a shrink's office. Man, come on. Well, I just needed rest. I just need time to rest my brain. That's what you do all year. You fight twice a year.
For real, huh?
Yeah, man. It's imagine, man. Listen, Floyd Mayweather said, "I got mental health." Man, get the fuck out my face. You got mental health issues, man. It's Adrian Broner's back.
That thing, I go to therapy right now. Me and my son go to therapy, and it's not even about nothing being wrong with us. It's just having those different conversations. Just
balance.
Yeah, it's a balance, exactly.
And that's the beauty of it, man. You're doing maintenance.
Exactly.
You're doing maintenance. You know what I mean? It's just you hit the 3,000 mile mark. You're going to get an oil change. Yeah. You know what I mean? Adrian Broner engine is about to explode. You know what I mean? Because he's afraid. The man is afraid, man. He's afraid. That's what it is. He was fat last week, and he said he'd been in camp for 6 months. He's afraid. This is fear. He don't believe in himself like he used to.
Mm-mm.
That mirror don't reflect AB. That shit, it looks like a nigga to him. He ain't the can man. He got niggas over there just pacifying his ass.
Bro, what's the Delonte West? That's what. I pray he don't end up like that, bro.
Yeah. Delonte West. Yeah.
But Delonte West had problems forever.
But AB been having problems too. He's just been masking it for a long time.
I mean, I heard like Delonte had problems in high school. I know people who played with him. They said that
No, but what I'm saying is, I hope AB don't go so far off the spectrum that he end up like that.
Yeah. Could you see that happening?
Yeah. Hell yeah. When he ain't got no money, you got how many kids he got? 5, 6, 7? Yeah, that's pressure.
And if you still have those child support orders, I'm assuming not like that.
Oh yeah.
Those will stop.
Yeah, they don't stop, and they based off of that. They based off of that shit that you made.
Exactly. It's based off all the money you were making at that particular time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what takes a lot of football and basketball players down. When that income is not coming in like it used to, but all those bills from the lifestyle that you acquire still coming in, man, them dudes be folding every time.
Yeah.
And then that pride, rises up because that person who you used to be, you're not, then it gets shrunk, not that individual anymore.
Yeah. You see it all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, brother.
Sad. Like, don't AI got like an allowance from Reebok?
He got a
no. So what AI is going to happen is once you turn AI is doing good because he got that basketball stuff going on. But once he turns forgot what age it is, he gonna get like a whole.
It could be like 50.
Pay for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when your persona is to be witty and crafty and be slightly disrespectful, borderline. This is real life, man. He called himself the problem child or the problem. What was his name? The problem child?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, he's speaking into existence. Yeah, that shit is real. You know, and he brought it upon himself, man. And he could afford to got help 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever, 3 years ago, if it's a real condition.
Yeah. But during that time, life was too good for him.
Yeah, he ignored it. Yeah, exactly.
It was too good. It was too good for him.
Yeah.
Man, life is very humbling sometimes.
Yeah.
And, as a man, we all need a humbling experience, in my opinion, because a lot of times we can't see the true essence of ourselves when we're on top sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be humble so we can have empathy towards other people and relate to other people. Because I know at one point in time, at a certain lifestyle I was living with the money I had, couldn't nobody tell me nothing. you know? And I went through a humbling experience. I do I want to spend the rest of my life in prison or 20, 30 years in prison, or do I want to change and do something different? And I had to humble myself, brother. And I went like when people see me today and they see where I am financially and the life I get to live every day, I'm like, bro, I'm like Fred talking about, bro. It wasn't always like this, bro. I was married, barely making it, brother. I'm telling you, bro. I was listening, but after I get through paying my rent and paying the bills, and my wife looking at me, I'm looking at her, brother. I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, now, but I had promised God. I told God, I said, God, I ain't going back to doing what I was doing. I said, if you bless me, I never go back, bro. And I kept my word, and I never dibbled in there. I never straddled the fence, man. And right now, man, listen, I got favor. But like I said, it took me years to build my company, build my businesses to where I am now. But any man can do it. You just got to stay consistent. You don't have to be the best at something. You just got to be consistent.
Yep. And you got to have faith. Like you said, you had that faith. A lot of people, they got religion with no faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Birdman, what's up?
Oh no, I was listening to you guys want to chime in on AB. I feel like we ought to give him a shot, man, because AB does a lot of crazy stuff, and you think like, hey, something's wrong with this man. But then he might shock us and let his hands go, and it was like he's back to the normal AB. I feel like just as him being a human, man, we ought to just give that guy the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully he can work through whatever it is he's going through, whether it's family, financial, whatever it is. Because, when people get money like that, they tend to handle things a lot differently because they're used to being spoiled. And so he's probably just handling it a little different. I mean, he knows people going to go in on him, and that's more stress right there to him. So I just think we shouldn't beat him up about it, because maybe at the end of the day, he might be actually just going through some stuff. You know what I mean?
Birdman, you got to think about it, though. I understand, and trust me, we all, like, nobody is ridiculing him to the extent. We just calling out the facts.
But you got to think, like AB, out of all people, he helped put boxing back on the map. He helped make it popular and fun again. And then we also got to see his downfall. But then, and this guy, Figueroa, I think he had said something against AB earlier today in one of his little tweets or whatever he did. I mean, I feel like AB would have went in there and gave him a run for his money, because he don't duck anybody. I just hope he get his shit together.
But you got to think about it. AB, when he was on top of the world, bro, he wasn't taking boxing serious.
No, but he didn't have a lot of. I didn't think AB had a lot of good people around him, except for the talent that he showed, because it was all talent, and it had a lot of yes men and a lot of people wanting to get in the cameras to be famous around him. They didn't have. I don't think they had AB's best interest at heart. So that's why I got a little soft spot for AB.
Well, but yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree with everything you just with your assessment. But the thing is that you just got to think about, he had to hold himself accountable, though. Can't nobody hold that grown man hand when you every time you look up, he's in the news for something negative. He stayed in the news doing something for business.
But you got to think, just because we're a certain age, just because we're grown-ups, hey, we still gonna bump our heads, man. We got to learn from that mistake and see how we carry ourselves after that. I mean, hopefully he can straighten up.
Man, yeah, I think thank for him, bro. Me personally,
I got my fingers crossed.
Yeah. AB, hey Fernando, you gotta let me know you're a real person, man. But it's just
because think about it. Think about everything AB has accomplished. He not gonna supersede anything he's done in the past, in the future. It's just not gonna happen.
No.
He don't reach the ceiling.
Yeah. And he knows it.
See, I didn't think about it like that.
Everything that you said, Birdman, he created, though.
That's a fact.
Like this is him. This is his persona. This is the Adrian Broner show. Ric Flair gets drunk every fucking night. I saw him in the interview with the Pivot, drunk. That's how he deals with it.
So his body probably is turning on him.
Yeah, but that's how. But he didn't go get the help. I don't have time to feel sorry for him.
I don't feel sorry for him. I just got a little compassion for AB.
Yeah, you can have compassion, but he got to do the work himself. All right, Fernando, I'll let you in.
All right, I'm about to bounce. I'm about to go to bed. I got a flight in the morning.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Have a good night.
All right. Safe travels, dog.
All right. Later.
All right. Go ahead, Fernando.
So, did Steven Espinoza issue any official messages or anything like that? Because I didn't see any word from Steven Espinoza.
Yeah, they got Sergio Lipinets.
Right, but did Steven Espinoza specifically address what's going on with Adrian Broner?
No, Adrian Broner's overweight, man. It's real simple. Adrian Broner is overweight. I saw it with my own eyes.
Right, because the last time he was supposed to fight at 140, I think the week of,
he changed to 144 or something like that.
Yeah, I think this was with the Dominican guy that ended up not getting the decision against Broner. Never to kick a man when he's down, but what's the business ramifications of this going forward? Like, when can we see him with a date? Because his main revenue is from boxing, from his own mouth. He said, like, the main income that he makes is from boxing. So when can we see him in the ring again? Is it going to be on Showtime? What's going to happen now?
In my opinion, he's lost a lot of trust, because I respect the fact that he speaks the truth sometimes. When you speak the truth, you got to be confident and firm standing alone, like me. You know, you can't put yourself in position where they can say, ha ha, gotcha. And now he's in a position where they say, ha ha, gotcha. Why would you invest in him when you can put on Ryo, have him fight 3 times a year, or Gary Russell 3 times?
Well, Fred, okay, so this is the key difference here. You're on your own island. Adrian Broner, he's dependent on a broadcaster. He's dependent on that system.
Right.
So when you say you stand on your own square, that's perfectly fine for you, because your income isn't directly, like, your main source of income is not directly connected to any of this.
Right.
In the case of Adrian Broner, in the opening, with the virtual press conference, he already said things that agitated the powers that be, and Steven Espinoza, and he called them out by name.
Right.
So they're gonna look at, like, this final thing that happened. I'm not saying anything about the credibility of what's being said here. But they're looking, like, business-wise, there's multiple betting companies that didn't know about the fight being canceled. Obviously, they're going to reimburse bettors. But this is a big hiccup. I didn't look at the ticket sales, but from what I've been told, it wasn't really selling like that. Now, optically, they could definitely find people to, sit in those seats so that when the TV's on, you're going to see a crowd. But this is gonna be. Is he gonna be on the Gary Russell Jr. schedule, or what's
Oh yeah. But I mean, the pre-sales will tell us if Adrian Broner was a ticket seller. I think Adrian Broner is still popular. I think he has people that will support him, because the younger generation, that niggerdom situation never goes out of style. Never. We saw it yesterday on the football field, man. You know what I mean? God bless that family.
Well, it never goes out of style, but at the same time, it's also youth culture. It only sells when it's part of youth culture. And Adrian Broner, he's on the latter end of his career, whether it's hip hop or boxing.
Good point.
And that courtroom footage of him, once again, not to kick a man while he's down. I'm not saying any of this like to put him down, but this doesn't help his case when he's in court saying, I'll get Floyd to help me out, or I'll get Al or Steven Espinoza to help me out. And now, like, those bridges are also getting burned, because I think, was it the Cigar Talk interview where he talked about a potential exhibition match with Floyd?
Yeah. And he said Floyd would want to see him with 100 million, and why Floyd didn't look out for him and stuff like that.
So, and then when you look at the Showtime schedule, because you got all these fighters, there's not enough televised dates. So Jamal just dropped his fight with Maciej Sulecki, and then now Adrian Broner, which was the A side, he was the headliner for this card. He dropped out of this fight. So do other fighters look at this and be like, yo, Steven, what's going on? Like, you never gave me a shot, and I would have never done this to you. So, what does it look like to that whole side of the industry, the whole Showtime, PBC? What does it look like to them?
And Steven's bosses, they looking at Steven like, dog, you stepping on the product, man. Like, you and Al was supposed to be A1 with this. You got all the names, all the talent. Give us some fights.
Well, I don't mean to interject, Fred,
No,
but
please.
I think Steven, look, the problem with Steven is he's the one that gives Al Heyman the budget. But with that dynamic, Heyman dictates to Steven what he wants.
Right.
When I looked at the undercard, the potential undercard talks for a fight that's not finalized yet in Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, what's his name? The Lithuanian guy.
Stegonia.
Yeah, and Montes Stanionis gets an undercard feature, and that's a Richard Schaefer / Shelly Finkel fighter. Mm-hmm. By the way, guys, I know this is a little bit off topic. Shelly Finkel does a lot of business with what once was MTK and Probellum. Or I think Probellum's still active. But so Shelly Finkel, Deontay Wilder's manager, there's a lot of business with that whole Probellum Richard Schaefer thing going on. They got joint business together. A couple of heavyweights.
Oh yeah, they got a couple heavyweights together. Yeah, they got the Juggernaut, right?
No, not Joe Joyce. I think it's
other one. What's the other one? He used to be on PBC. Damn.
Oh yeah, no, they signed off on him. F.A. Jagba, they both signed off on him. Shelly Finkel and Richard Schaefer signed off so he could go to Top Rank.
Okay, got you. Okay.
But I don't have all the names right in front of me right now. But also, Shelly Finkel's an advisor to SFX.
SFX, who's that?
I mean, whatever that company's name is that like Al Heyman was whatever became Live Nation.
Oh yeah, got you.
Yeah. So anyway, without going too much into that, does Jerron Boots Ennis look at this because he got a first round knockout, right? Or was it first or second round knockout against?
It was quick.
Yeah, it was quick. Custio Clayton, and he should be back in by now before the end of the year. And so far, he hasn't announced a date. So this is gonna have people talking right now, not about Broner, but so much about like Showtime. What are you prioritizing? Yeah. You prioritize Jake Paul, you prioritize this, and like you're not looking after the new generation of fighters coming in. You're not giving us dates, and we'll show out for you, and you could count on us, but you're not giving us the opportunity.
Steven is a fearful leader, man. Like he's afraid to step on Al Heyman's toes and dictate to Al Heyman because really. He's really in a position to dictate to Al what needs to happen.
That's been ruined. That's like you can't certain dynamics. You can't change it because that's gonna it's not gonna happen now. Right. You know how it is. You have to assert yourself earlier on.
Right.
And and I understand what Steven did because Al had leverage. It didn't look like at the time he had Fox and. He just had a lot of TV deals at the time. Now he's limited to Showtime, but it's a weird situation. It's a weird. HBO might get back into boxing, and DAZN might go out of business. So, it's now like Omar Figueroa is looking at the situation like he might get upset by Sergey Lipinets because he was expecting a Broner that may have not been prepared because these guys know gym talks. These sparring rumors get leaked and, a fighter being, drained or, way too overweight and having to cut last minute. All this like stuff gets leaked. And then the opponent, like the guy on the other side is like, oh, no, I got him today. Like he's not at 100%. I got him today. So now he's going to fight somebody else with a totally different, that requires a totally different game plan because Broner's output, he's got a low output, whereas Lipinets, he's kind of a different fighter.
Nah, you're right, man. You made great points. Seymour, you want to come in?
Yeah, I wanted to say that I don't feel sorry for Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? He's made more money than a whole lot of people made. So there's no reason why he should be just dependent on boxing. Didn't you say you started your real estate with an unemployment check? Yeah. He started out way more than you did.
Yeah.
He's had millions of dollars to float through his hand.
In debt.
You see what I'm saying?
No, so listen, with Broner, I don't think he has access to lines of credit just because of the way his finances are micromanaged. It's gotten to a point where I don't know how many moves he could make.
Well, my thing is, if I got $20 million, I don't need credit. I'm sorry. And to be honest with you, man, I mean, unless you have a business and you got a business that big, you shouldn't need credit, man.
He doesn't have 20. He doesn't have 20 liquid. He doesn't have 20 liquid.
He got 5. I mean, at one point in time in his career, he probably had 5 or 10.
According to Adrian Broner, he gets $1,000 to $1,500 a day. No, I don't know. Look, that's what he said. This is what he said. I'm just repeating what he said. And those large purses that he made against Pacquiao and who was the second biggest purse that he made? it might have been Sean Porter, right? Or maybe Mikey Garcia. I don't know. Those purses are under the protection of Al Heyman because Broner's got a lot of cases pending and a lot of cases that he settled. So when the situation got that bad where we can't have such a liability lose all his money because it just not only makes the company look bad, but you don't want to have that mess on your hands. So they're like, listen, we'll take care of you. All this money is going to be moved to a certain account, and you're going to be given a stipend.
Right.
But that's his fault. That's not Al Heyman's fault.
A lot of trust fund kids, this is how their life ends up being because they go through the whole college phase, and sometimes they don't straighten up straight out of college, so they're on a stipend, right? That they get a credit card that has a limit on it, and they also get a stipend to which they could pull out, in the ATM.
So you mean to tell me that a lot of these guys are just basically like children and let another man control their money?
No, not all of them. Not all of them.
Control his money.
But,
you understand, Adrian Broner, if you leave it up to himself, he's going to crash out. So it's best that somebody manages money for him anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is all an assumption.
Well, then at what point do men grow up to be men? If you got another man, that's just like if I had somebody over my house and he tells me I'll pay this and I'll pay that, then I'll kick you out, $20 or $30, but I'm the one going to work every day.
You got plenty of grown men that are older than us that got financial advisors.
This is the thing with the Adrian Broner
No. A financial advisor is different than somebody holding your money and siphoning it out to you because you're irresponsible. A financial advisor is for someone who is responsible, that's planning for the future.
Sometimes you do have financial advisors that manage your money and tell you, hey, I only need a certain amount of money. Don't let you do. It just depends on how you have it set up.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up, Philly Fly? What's up?
Yo, I'm just thinking, I'm like, when Eddie Hearn was going public saying, we trying to get Broner to fight Conor Ben, like, he should have took that bag, man. Like
that he should have if he could have. He should have if he could have, but you don't know if somebody has to sign off on his release.
But like, who is that? Is that Al Heyman? Is Al like puppeteering all these dudes? Like I hear what you're saying from that. I love the talking the business of boxing. Like I want to know what's popping.
Okay, so with Broner's case, I'm pretty sure Al Heyman's like advanced him several times, and just off of that, it's like I could understand why there would be an arrangement where there would need to be a rights release for you to go on another network and fight where I'm not profiting off of you because I've advanced you. So it's almost it's like with Adrian Broner, it's like a music it's like a record deal.
360 deal?
No, I don't want to say 360 deal because he what significant like is Adrian Broner selling a lot of merch?
Nah.
Is he going on tour? Like, what other sources of entertainment? Like what, it's.
Yeah, like I was watching The Zone for like the longest time, and he's like, Eddie Hearn was trying to get Robert Guerrero, he's trying to get Keith Thurman, he's trying to get Adrian Broner. It's like none of those guys don't even have a fight date, but they're saying no to Conor.
But ultimately, I question Eddie Hearn because he wanted to make that domestic UK fight where this kid Conor Ben is fighting somebody 2 weight classes above. So I kind of question Eddie Hearn's intentions, right? Even with like when that whole Golovkin Kellbrook fight happened, he could have got Kellbrook a Jesse Vargas fight for a 2-belt unification fight, and if Kellbrook had both belts in the welterweight division, the IBF and the WBO, he would have had leverage. Not that it would have happened, but he would have had leverage to get a Floyd Mayweather fight. Instead, Kellbrook got wrecked for the remainder of his career. Like, he never recovered from getting his eye socket broken. He got the other one broken by Errol Spence, and then after that, he was done. So Eddie Hearn's gonna do what's best for the Eddie Hearn business.
Right.
And I don't know. Like, Eddie Hearn said, like, he's also a strategist. Like, he'll put things out there, and then we'll be talking about it, and then what the final result contradicts what he was saying earlier on.
Yeah, he's the epitome of a promoter. Zoe, you want to chime in? Oh, hey, Kyle.
I'm on the way to the house right now, man. I had to tap in because it was getting kind of late, so I wanted to make sure I got on before it got too late.
Nah, man, that guy should have took. I think he should. What do you think about that, Fred? Though, like, if PBC doesn't have the funds, and then Eddie Hearn saying jump on the zone, even though it's a rival network, like go get that bag. What was his purse going to be for Saturday's fight anyway?
Man, listen, they all gonna have to jump ship eventually, and the realization. How many fights have been on Showtime this summer? One. Danny Garcia.
You had the Fulton on June 4th. Fulton.
Uh-huh.
That was in Minneapolis. Then you had, if you want, like when you
don't forget Charlo Castaño.
Well, that was March, right?
Yeah, but that was still this
May,
year.
May.
Oh,
that was May.
Yeah,
That was May. My bad. Like, but yeah,
So,
man. Like,
we had 3 fights, dog. We've had 3 fights on.
you had the
crazy?
Tank fight, the Stephen Fulton fight, and the Danny Garcia fight.
Yeah, but the Tank fight was pay-per-view. The Tank fight was pay-per-view, so I don't know if that comes out of the budget.
That's not summer. The Tank ain't in summertime. Stevie Fulton is not in summertime. June 23rd to September 23rd. How many fights has been on Showtime? That's a whole season. Literally a whole season. June 23rd to September 23rd.
One fight?
Danny
Garcia?
Danny Garcia, 1 fight.
Yeah, because the Jake Paul thing fell apart, and then this one. Well, this one is happening. At least this one is happening. Like this one didn't. Like the card is still on. The show's still gonna go on. It's just that Broner is not gonna be there.
Yes. So this will be 2. This will be 2 fights in 3 months.
Wait, let's clarify one thing here. You know, when you see the actual card, like the fight card, pay attention to the top right-hand corner of the TV. You have the Showtime on-screen graphic, and then you have the large PBC on-screen graphic. And this tells me that so PBC probably owns like maybe all the rights, if not like the controlling rights of the content. Also, they might be rolling in some money from a different revenue stream to fund the card. Well, nothing on the screen is there by coincidence. Do you see how large the PBC on-screen graphic is compared to the show logo?
I think it's huge.
And before there used to be, you had Showbox, and then you had Showtime Championship Boxing. But what we're watching right now is Showtime, and then it's PBC. The what do you call it? Like the color commentators and all that stuff is like Showtime Championship Boxing. But don't ignore that on-screen graphic. That's like nothing on TV. Not 1 square inch on your TVs. Like what you're seeing is there by coincidence. So that tells me that if I got to look into it, obviously, but that huge PBC on-screen graphic that just tells you like, yo, they're on a different type of deal. It's not just Showtime rolling a budget and then PBC taking the entirety of that budget and producing a show, because that means Showtime would have a lot of say so. So I don't know the exact breakdown of that, but that on-screen graphic is not a coincidence. Like the sizing and the positioning and all of that.
Okay, I'll definitely look at that. I'll pay attention to it. But I know the ring is draped with PBC.
Yeah.
And they changed their logo. So I think Al changed his business. I think Al opened up a new LLC, you know what I mean? Or something like that. A new entity, So I don't know. Or maybe they just changed their logo. I don't know. But Zoe, you got something you want to chime in on? Oh, that was Joe, and then we go to DJ.
Man, oh yeah, what's going on with you, man?
Good time in here. What's up?
Oh man, I just want to say, man, like I ain't gonna lie, man. I like AB, man. I'm a fan of his, his overall boxing career. But I think with AB, man, like with this situation, I think he pretty much done for. You pulling out of a major event. Because I think him and that the Figueroa fight always had problems. I think it was a couple years back. I think Figueroa got the DUI, and the fight got called off. So it's just like with AB, man. I think it's just a case with him of just being badly built mentally for success. People talk about the Madonna fight that really destroyed him, but. I thought really that Broner, man, he showed a lot of heart in that fight, and he finished strong. And it just that mentally he just ain't really built, to be successful. He's not really meant. it's a case of like, where you end up counting your eggs before they hatch, and the fame and the women and the money and the drinking, and then you're trying to be a Floyd Mayweather, but without actually what made Floyd Mayweather the great champion that he was, with the dedication and the hard work, and some of the core values that he had, and some of the some of his pluses mentally in his his personal lifestyle. It just this ain't gonna work out for him, man. But I'm hoping for the best for AB, man. I'm hoping that that he can get himself together. He can pull himself together, in something that's outside of boxing. Maybe get into trucking or a cement company.
Look, once a fighter starts talking about with Broner took his record label more serious than Floyd and Filthy Rich Records, right? So Broner actually went on tour with Rick Ross, and I forget the acts that he went on tour with, but I think at one point in his career, after the loss to Maidana, he was like, yo, if I could get a rap career going, I'll just kind of leave the boxing thing alone, or I won't do it as often, or I'll only take fights that make me crazy money, but I want to do this rap thing. And the rap thing never really took off like that for him. It did get him a buzz on World Star Hip Hop and YouTube, but it wasn't enough to where he could do shows, right? And when he talked about the Floyd Mayweather exhibition, boxing is a hard sport. It's a really, really hard sport. And when you start talking about making money outside of boxing while you're still in boxing, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's, what can be said? Like, he just didn't want to go through with it. He was like, I'm half one leg in, one leg out.
He was trying to rap before the Madonna loss. He was trying to rap and do all that.
Yeah. He came off of a tour, and then I think he was a little bit heavy. Floyd told him like, "Yo, like you're looking really out of shape." And then the Maidana fight got made for 144. I think it was at a catch weight of 144. Or no, I think it was a full 147, but he was well under the 147. Broner came in well under the 147, but after that, he came out with actual projects. So before the Maidana fight, he might have had a couple of songs and he went on tour. But after Maidana, he had like full mixtapes. So, and mind you, this costs money, clearing samples, paying producers and engineers, and then getting it on World Star Hip Hop. It's not easy to actually get something on World Star Hip Hop. Like that's got its own politics. So it got him a buzz. It got us to talk about him. Well, like the youth, but can he put on shows? Can he be like, okay, I'm gonna go on a tour with this mixtape? Can he do that? And then will he be happy with the money? Because sometimes they might be like, yo, we're only gonna give you $10,000 for a show. And then, some of that goes to the promoter. Some of that Broner's got to pay security and the road manager and different things like that. So it's like he's only going to get these huge, big payouts via boxing. And he's so used to that. He's so conditioned to like getting a big payday and then, having a little bit of fun and then getting the next payday and then having a little bit of fun. I don't think he's like, as far as building something up from the ground up here onwards, I don't know how keen he is to that idea.
It's messed up, man. Like,
I want AB to get right for his kids, man, because I think that gets lost in a lot of this. Like, the man got like 5 kids, right? And they getting older now, and they seeing him have these mental lapses or these mental breakdowns, and they're on social media and they see what the world is saying about their daddy, man. So I really want him to get right. Fuck boxing at this point. Like, this is way past boxing. Like, boxing is just what he did. It's not necessarily who he is. But I think his career arc now is headed towards like what Mike Tyson did. If he plays this right, get yourself together mentally, because regardless, people love you. They might not feel like you can produce any more in the ring, but people still love his personality. So I think he can have an avenue in that lane, just either talking about boxing or talking about sports, period. But I want him to get himself right for his kids, man.
Okay, so remember,
and AB got way more than 5 kids. He got about like 9 or 10 of them.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Nah.
Well,
let me Wikipedia.
Wikipedia said like 7 or some shit by like 6 different baby moms.
He got 6 different baby mamas?
Yeah, he's on.
Oh
some
yeah,
future
man. AB
shit.
was getting busy, bro.
Look, after
he had about like he had about 5 kids before he got famous.
Cannon, but he got a few.
Damn, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I didn't know.
He had about like 5 kids before he got famous. You know, even before he really took off in boxing, he had about like 5 or 6 kids.
And he was spitting them out like that.
Yeah,
you got room in your.
You got room in your champion at like 2021, bro. So yeah, he been on like that.
It's all a blur for me
I just
now.
want him to get right for his kids, man.
I remember
kids
they still
getting older and they see this shit.
I mean, as a man, you want, as a human, I would say you want the story to end well, but shit, he gotta want it.
Exactly. Look to the somebody here said that like people want to hear Adrian Broner talk about different things, maybe sports analysis, and so what I'm gonna say to that is during the Pacquiao Broner the interview with Jim Gray where he's like, yo, I want to thank the whole hood that's in here. With those ticket prices, how many people from the hood actually attended that fight?
504, 304. I'm what's on 6 shit.
You'll be
is
surprised.
Nah, ain't nobody from the hood buying them. Man, listen.
You'd be surprised.
Nah,
I'm telling you.
We talking about in numbers, man. We ain't talking about man.
Broner paid for it.
Broner
paid for the hood.
The reason why I'm asking that is that's like, so he'll try to. It's really difficult to have a market in the urban market. It's really difficult. You can make it look like that, so you can make something appear a certain way so that suburban kids will eat it up. But to actually to do what there's a couple of podcasts out there like Matt Hoffa and I can't name them all off the top of my head right now, but with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, like they make it look easy, but to do that on a regular basis and consistently push out that type of material and still keep that core fan base engaged, it's really difficult. It's really difficult to do that on a regular basis. These guys are already TV and media trained. Well, Broner, he's at like a very raw stage. So to get him, media friendly, like you're talking about a huge acclamation. It's a huge acclamation. And that's if those guys, like the bigwigs in the entertainment industry, we're talking about ESPN, Disney. Showtime actually pushes out a lot of documentary content. They were doing something on like New York basketball with Gauchos.
I realized
and all that.
But I want to see one more before I actually talked about that. They kind of transitioning their sports budget to more. Yeah.
Yeah, that was KD and his company produced that or whatever.
Yeah, but they got to get funded through Showtime. You know what I mean? Yeah, even though they.
So the thing about. Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I wanted he was piggybacking about. He said he used the word urban community, but because at the same time, like I said, with black people in boxing, even though people kind of find it offensive, you have a lot of black boxing fans, but at the same time, can you really build like a pay-per-view star or a certain person, off the black dollar in boxing, in all reality?
100%.
Floyd Mayweather.
But see, the thing with Floyd Mayweather, with Floyd Mayweather, he more so, because to me, the Floyd Mayweather and his genesis, as far as the black dollar and the black fight, was with Zabdiel Judah. To me, he more so tried to appeal to the Mexican dollar and and Hispanic fans, and the thing with with Manny Pacquiao and the thing with Conor McGregor. And what I'm saying? Like to me, he went off and tried to more appeal to the outside community. But I could be wrong though.
African American fighter.
You talking about later in his career. You talking about later on in his career. But when he was fighting, the chops and the zabs and those guys, man, he wasn't necessarily trying to. It's only after he fought Oscars when he realized, wait a minute, these Mexicans want to see me lose. I can play in there.
Well, one of the things with the marketing of Floyd Mayweather was, I don't know if Grand Rapids, Michigan ever really truly embraced him. When you look at the fan backing that Baltimore has for a Gervonta Tank Davis, or you look at the fan backing that Philadelphia has for a Jaron Boots Ennis, it's a little bit more organic, whereas Floyd Mayweather was kind of a transplant, right? Like he's kind of like a showbiz baby. His life actually reminds me a lot of Michael Jackson's in a couple of ways, but he went to Vegas at like 16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
So when he had a couple of fights in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and it didn't sell well. Like he didn't know how to market himself in the beginning. And he doesn't have grassroots promotions because they would have marketed him as a Midwest fighter, right? They tried a couple of different. Top Rank didn't really know they didn't know how to market that in the beginning, and then that's a whole story. But one thing that I'll say is this: you guys look at the Air Jordan brand, right? What current boxer is the Air Jordan brand gonna attach itself to? Like Andre Ward retired. Golovkin's about to retire after September, probably. So what this brand, Air Jordan, who are they going to go after in boxing?
I would try and go after Boots Ennis.
Absolutely. Either Boots or Devin Haney.
Devin Haney, straight up. I like Jared Anderson too.
Those are two young guys. Boots is going to be a champion. Devin Haney's already the undisputed champion. Those are the guys in boxing right now that I would hitch my wagon to, especially like you see where they are mentally. I don't think you're gonna see Jaron Ennis and Devin Haney on ESPN arrested for something stupid. You get what I'm saying? So I think those are two guys, they should be marketing jewels right now. But as far as Floyd, like being what you call a transplant, like you can also put that into the education that he got. Like his father and his two uncles were also professional fighters. So they knew more about the business. Like, look, we need to get you here as far as like skills, but also we see we know what Grand Rapids is. We from there, We're gonna get you out here where we can get more eyes on you. So what you're essentially saying, I think what you're saying is he was a man with no land for a long time. And even with Gervonta Davis coming up, like, it's not only just that Baltimore supports him; he has the hip hop community support.
Yeah. But you have to have that core in the beginning. You have to have that grassroots core in the beginning.
Yeah, his fights are events. I've been to one of his fights. His fights are events. You'd be surprised at some of the people that are in the crowd to see him.
Madonna.
I think Madonna of all people, Madonna's at a Gervonta Davis fight.
I think more so with Floyd though. What made Floyd Mayweather so popular is that probably just as many, if not more, people paid to see him lose than those paying to see him win. It's like, I hate to say it, but you got to become a villain if you want to become that guy.
No, I don't think so. I think you only have to be a villain when the actual entertainment in the ring may not be, like fireworks.
Yeah, but like I said, well, who has really entertainment against top fighters today? What top fighter now has entertainment against other top fighters? Now, I like Gervonta Tank Davis. I love Tank Davis, but he ain't fighting nobody. Let's be serious about it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, you know what I'm saying? That casual don't know his opponents. The casuals got to know you, and they've got to at least know your opponent sometimes.
Well, let me ask you this, and this is I'm talking about two potential matchups. Do you see a Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia being?
Garcia ain't fighting Tank.
No. Wait, let me finish. When that fight, if and when that fight happens, do you see it being more commercially viable than a Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence?
Hell
no. Yes.
Nah. Hell no.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Hell no.
Nah.
That fight will probably get more money on pay-per-view, more viewers. That will get the younger crowd. That will get the TikTokers. All those people will jump on it.
Them ain't the ones buying the tickets. Trust me. Them the ones streaming it. They not buying shit. They streaming it.
Only hardcores really know about like Terrence Crawford. You ask any random dude in the street, yo, who's Terrence Crawford? They'd be like, who? What are you talking about? Jamal Crawford? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But Tank, his name rings bells. Garcia, those guys' names ring bells.
Well, they're both young enough to have a rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
So that there could be a whole rivalry built on Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. You could build that for the next. You could have 3 fights and build that over the next. Now till the next 7 years. A trilogy lasts long. A trilogy doesn't have to happen back to back.
Well, see, that's why I said with Tank Dave, like I said, he had the little relationship with what was that with Ari? What's her name? Ari. I forget the girl he had to pay by.
Ari model. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he like I say, he has more, like I say, of a foundation in the the urban market. Like say, different artists like with Terrence, family man, kind of to himself, small market in Omaha. He's not really, he don't have a foundation. Like even with Errol Spence, he was messing with Yellow Baby for a minute. So he's known a little bit, but like I said, yeah, Tank Davis way bigger than them guys,
Nah, I think what it is everybody's waiting on them to fight each other. The casuals that I talked to, when I was telling them that I was going to see Errol fight, who's Ugas? Who are you talking about? When is he fighting Crawford? Mm-hmm. That's the question that this is from casual fans who barely even follow the sport. Yeah, that's cool. When he fighting Crawford? Is he fighting Bud anytime soon? When is he fighting Bud Crawford? Oh, he ain't fighting Bud Crawford this year? Oh, shit, I don't care.
How many of you guys
fight each other? That's all that is. Everybody, they've heard, if they don't even follow the sport as closely, they've heard everybody say these are the best two guys in that division. Why they not fighting each other? Like casual fans can't put that in their head. Okay, they the best two. Why aren't they fighting? So because this guy fights on ESPN and this guy fights on Showtime, that's the only reason? Oh man, come on. They can't wrap their heads around that concept of why these guys ain't fighting each other. And I'm telling you, Ryan does okay at the gate. Like me and my guy L-Dub talk about this all the time. Ryan does pretty good at the gate, but you got to think about his core demographic on TikTok and social media. These are 16 to 18-year-old girls, right? This ain't necessarily boxing fans, but he'll get a celebrity or two to show up at his fight. Why? Because he's using Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis's name to promote himself.
Wait, pause.
Ryan Garcia is. As long as he keeps mentioning Gervonta Davis's name and everybody knows Gervonta Davis, he's gonna keep promoting himself off that. It's not necessarily because of who Ryan is.
No, he's got a different crowd than Gervonta. He's got a different fan base. Gervonta's crowd is all
got
black
a bunch
fans.
Of 16 to 18-year-old girls following.
Yeah, wait, Fred. Yeah. Let me ask one question. I'm going to take it a little bit off topic and I'm going to bring it back. Yeah. Did you pay attention to the Meek Mill WME deal?
No, I didn't. But elaborate.
So he leaves Rock Nation and he signs with WME because he's cool with the 76ers owner, and that became a whole thing. Okay. Anyway, to bring it back into boxing, do you see Ryan Garcia making a move like that? Like he leaves.
He leaves Golden. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what people got to understand is, even if Tank is in the lead, they need each other to make that big check. So regardless of who you need, see, at the end of the day, it's fun to banter back and forth, DJ. Like, oh yeah, Tank is better. He sells more. But in reality, Floyd needed Pacquiao. Pacquiao needed Floyd. And Tank needs Ryan. Ryan needs Tank. So it's just all tied in.
It's all interconnected.
Yeah, it's all interconnected. The reality is they are the only two in that division that has a chance, a chance at 1 million pay-per-view buys. A small little glimmer of a chance.
Yeah, that I will agree with you, because we all see what's going on with Devin right now. We see he's tied up. Mm-hmm. They need each other. Who else are they going to fight? Honestly, they really need each other.
Lomachenko.
Lomachenko's getting put. Lomachenko's about to come back and fight. So he's about to get a softball here in October, and then they're gonna put it. They saving him for Devin Haney. That's all. That since Lomachenko lost his belts 2 years ago, that's been the plan. Bob has been trying to get him back in the ring to get an opportunity at those belts. He's gonna get put on ice for Devin Haney.
I hate that.
We hate it as fans, but let's not mistake ourselves. It is what it is.
But don't be surprised if Lomachenko fights Shakur Stevenson. It depends, because Bob's gonna have a look.
I don't think he wants that. He don't want
that.
No,
but he got Jay Prince. But he got Jay Prince. You got to keep
wants that.
Yeah.
Bob's gonna have a
court warning for sure.
And
Shakur's been
Fernando's
kind of getting his way lately, if you pay attention.
yeah,
Who's been getting his way?
Shakur's
Shakur.
been getting his
Yeah,
way,
because
man.
he got Jay Prince.
Jay Prince, yeah.
Yeah, he got some muscle
If
behind him.
Lomachenko fights Shakur Stevenson, Shakur's gonna retire Lomachenko.
That's a
No,
guy.
but that puts Devin Haney in the space of no man's land.
Like he was on the zone.
Like, but see, Devin gotta stick to himself and build his brand. You know, Devin really gotta see. He bought $1 million chain. I would have bought $1 million TV crew. Like I would have, man. Listen, I would have went everywhere. I would have did everybody's show. I would have spent $1 million on promoting myself.
Well, to his credit, he actually does go on a lot of platforms.
He actually does that.
No, but not on the level that it needs to sell
His
out.
dad does too. His dad is
not on the level that he needs to sell out an arena.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you got to invite these people in your house. Who's his girlfriend? I heard she's really popular.
India Love or something.
Yeah. So she's uberly popular. How about you do your reality show or something like maybe twice a week? I don't know. Ford used to do Stream Vice. What's it called? Streamlab? No, what was it called? Ustream. Ustream. He used to do Ustream, dog. He used to be on it for hours in 2007, 2008. That's that security camera. Remember when he went through the security camera? That's Ustream. Yeah, I mean, like you gotta. He doesn't have the fighting style that's gonna go viral.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
He has the lifestyle that will go viral.
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he's not knocking anybody out. To me, when I watch Devin, I see beauty. Like I'm like, damn, he don't get hit. He's calculated. He's intelligent. But my son don't want to see that shit. And I'm watching it with my son. And if my son say, Fred, let's go outside. Shit, I gotta go outside. You get what I'm saying? So it's two-pronged. Like Devin is not a fight. He's not fight party worthy yet. You know what I mean? Like I want him to be that. The depths of me want him to be that, but he's not there. He is if you match him in a great fight, it's gonna sell out. It's gonna do well. But when Devin is fighting Kambosos, I mean, we ain't really.
Fred, who's gonna have a longer relationship with Top Rank? Is it gonna be Shakur or is it gonna be Devin Haney? And I think that's gonna be one of the factors on who gets a Lomachenko fight.
Shakur Stevenson, Shakur, and he's gonna get. If you talked about that Jordan Brand, like he's the guy that Jordan Brand should be jumping over. That guy's young, he's marketable.
But they have nowhere else to go. PBC is done. Two fights in a whole 3 months. 2 fights?
That's what I'm saying. PBC
done. They're done. It ain't no
looking whack.
Yeah, it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. And I tried to wake people up during COVID, but I'm gonna let reality hit them in the mouth. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna punch them in the mouth.
No, you waking people up, man. That's why I start following this channel. I'm like, yo, like, how is Top Rank? Like Shakur, he has a date. He's fighting 2 times a year. Like Oscar Valdez is probably just gonna get a date just now.
Every 4 months. Every 4 months he's fighting.
Every 2 months. Like Berlanga's gonna come back after
in
suspension.
September. That'll be his 3rd fight in 11 months.
Yes.
Xander Zayas is gonna fight again. Like I want to see Charlo. I want to see Stephen Fulton. I want to see Jared Hurd. I want to see these guys. But I'm like, yo, like, make me not really like Al Heyman. Like
I think Cool Boy Steph's about to have his 3rd fight in a year. So
he didn't get a date yet.
Yeah. When he fought like last November. He fought again earlier this year, and then he's gonna fight again before the year's out.
Nah, he didn't fight. He fought Brandon Figueroa, and then he went straight to the June fight.
He fought Figueroa last November, and he's gonna fight again before that. He's gonna fight again before November. He just fought. Who was that? He fought Roman back in June, so he's probably gonna fight again in November. So that'll be
he's affordable. He's affordable. Go ahead, Kyle. You want to chime in since you're late to the party? Welcome.
Hey, bud. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, fella. What's wrong, buddy? You doing all right?
I enjoyed watching Keyshawn Davis talk his shit this weekend.
Oh man, incredible. Great content. Shout out.
Man, we ain't about to talk about that now. We in a great. Stay here with us. Go ahead.
All right, listen. we talking about Lomachenko weak ass.
We bashing PBC right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, never.
I think we're telling the truth.
Why
I
you
think
say
we're
Lomachenko weak?
Yeah.
Tripping,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, but you
ain't
got to
weak.
look at the two guys who pulled out, man. We talking about Jamal Charlo and Adrian Broner, bro.
No,
Like,
but if you're a black fighter on PBC, like, I don't know, man, you better as well be a black fighter on Top Rank. At least you're going to get the dates, man. Because I'm like, yo, unless you're working with Samson, you ain't going to fight. Or unless you're working with, who's that guy? Isaac Cruz promoter. Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, those guys are getting dates. Like, I'm looking at, damn, Isaac Cruz got a date again? Shit.
And all these PBC fighters got round faces. Like me. They all got round faces. Like they all look like normal civilians. You know what I mean? They all 25 pounds overweight and they ain't got no fight date. And
wait, Fred, when you said PBC is going out of business, what do you actually see happening? Do you see them filing for bankruptcy?
No, they
do you
can't.
see
No. What I see them doing is tearing up the old contracts and coming up with new contracts, and these guys are going to have to fight, but it's not going to be on a regular basis. It's going to be like every 13, 14 months because the budget's not there and they don't have a network. Like Al is running out of short hat supporters, man. If you lose a deal with Fox and you're disrespecting CBS,
it's a very small.
Who you
they all know
to?
each other. Their offices are all next to each other.
Yeah, man. Like where you going?
Call Eddie.
No, they're gonna have to go to Eddie. That's why I said y'all better get in line now. I know PBC fighters are in here. We got over 300 people in here tonight. Y'all better go call Eddie because the line ain't no line right now. And
do you see?
Go ahead.
Do you see Finkel and Richard Schaefer doing way more business?
Yeah, but they can go find money and they can go make deals with Queensberry guy.
Yo, Fred, I'm going to ask you a question. I don't want to go too deep into it. Did you look into Richard Schaefer's background?
Yeah,
like
but
who his father is and what industry?
No,
they
I
come
don't.
From?
Please share. Elaborate.
I mean, him. I don't think him meeting Oscar De La Hoya was like a chance meeting or anything like that. He comes from a little bit of old money from what I see. UBS Bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
His father, they're bankers, and during Europe, that whole era, that's the type of money that they're sitting on.
That old white money.
Nah, it's that war money.
The war money. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Schaefer probably just needs to run an operation in order to cycle some of that money. So I don't know. That's just pure speculation. But if you look at who Schaefer's father is and a little bit of the background of Richard Schaefer, who knows what things would have looked like if Al Heyman had bought Golden Boy for whatever that 9-figure deal was. And, who knows what we'd be looking at right now.
So what is this last 4 months of this year going to be looking like for PBC? Fred, you said that Caleb Plant thinks he has a date with Anthony Durrell.
October 9th, October 8th, somewhere in there.
Friggin', we got the Wilder October 15th.
Benavidez. You got to put Benavidez in there.
Benavidez is going to fight again. Cool Boy Steph's going to fight again. Boots is going to fight again. So
is Spence going to
fight again?
Is Spence going to fight?
I don't think Spence.
Man, we don't know. I'm giving up hope. I'm slowly losing hope.
Fred, I think he is, bro. Be honest with you.
When he gonna fight?
I just think he is.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Dan Raphael be saying that
he gonna fight. When?
Fred, I can't give you that answer, but I believe he's gonna fight. That's all.
November 19th.
Okay, November 19th or the first week of December are the only two live dates. That's it.
The onus is on Steven Espinoza because there's no ESPN involved. So Steven's gonna do what he's gonna have to get this show on because if it just looks bad on Steven and Showtime.
Yeah,
because now they get 100% rights to the fight. They don't have to split it with ESPN.
You're right. All positive. You got something to say on this, man? You've been quiet.
I'm just soaking this up, man. I was looking at, like I said, I got the same questions. Like, when are we gonna get more fights, man? These guys are highly inactive, like a lot of PBC guys. Man, I'm not here to trash the PBC, but I'm just saying they're inactive.
And you ain't
They're
trashing. I'm
They're hella
trashing.
inactive.
Y'all
Fred-
telling the truth. I'm
Fred-
trashing.
Fred, stay on their neck, boy.
Because I've been right. I told these man, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all niggas right now because Al is never gonna find out who it is, right? But I have a mute button on my phone, and every time a certain person calls Al, every now and again, like, hey Fred, you want to listen to me talk to Al? I'm like, okay, I'll hit the mute button and I'll listen.
Wait, what does he sound like? How does he talk?
You know what he sounds
Very
like?
white.
He sounds like James Earl Jones, kind of very deliberate
Like
when he
got a deep
talks.
ass voice.
He has a calm pace to him.
So what's he saying on the line? What are you hearing?
The stuff I tell y'all.
Oh, he don't have money?
I mean, yeah, basically. But I can't talk about the topic because then people would know who I'm talking about. But
Fred, you hell.
Yeah, say it again.
I said you hell.
Yeah, I'm hell, man, because people don't. He got people in his camp that he ain't paying. Shit, they on advances. Al been advancing these fighters. They owe this nigga, you know. So it's just a bad thing, man.
What's the duration of these conversations? Is it brief or is it in depth? Like,
I mean, Al don't talk long. You know, I ain't never been on the phone for an hour listening. Nah, never.
And does he end the conversation saying we'll talk it? Like, does he leave a follow up or does he end it?
They always
like,
call. They always call. Al was making 100 phone calls a day. 100 phone calls a day.
Busy man.
Yeah, because he always says, "I'll call you back. I'll call you back. I'll call you back. I'll call you back."
Hey, Fred.
Yes.
Does he say, I would like to take Al Hammond before he hangs up the phone?
Nah, they don't say that shit, man.
Wait, does he personally talk to the fighters, or is he talking to like a Louis de Cuba, a Samson Lukowitz,
No, he doesn't
Shelly
know.
Finkel?
Honestly, I would say about 30%.
Now he talked to some of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would say he probably talked to like 30% of the fighters.
I know somebody he talked to person, but I ain't gonna. That ain't my business.
Yeah, about 30%.
You know what, Fred? I wish Tank actually took the time to actually be a free agent and look around and apply pressure.
He is a free agent. He just doesn't know it. He doesn't have a promoter.
Interesting.
He is. Al Heyman can't stop him. No, Al Heyman can't stop him from going to the
top rank.
Or
Mayweather Promotions.
Right. But Al Heyman.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
What y'all doing, man?
He has Mayweather Promotions. He has Mayweather Promotions.
Yeah, but Al Heyman's making the outside mess stuff go away. Like Al Heyman does that for a lot of it. I'm not caping for Al Heyman, but he makes a lot of that outside mess go away.
Well, we'll find out next month. We'll find out next month if he complete out. You know, that case starts next month. He didn't take the 2 years, so man. So
the only time you don't please when you know, I'm gonna beat this.
I was shocked he didn't take that 2 years because he could have pushed it out, and you know what I mean. Because
who does he fight? Who does he fight? If he's not gonna fight Ryan, who's he gonna fight?
He's not fighting Ryan. Steven Espinosa.
Michelle Rivera or Isaac
Michelle
Cruz.
Rivera.
Yeah,
Michelle Rivera. They already got Michelle Rivera on ice, man. They had high hopes for that Ryan fight, but
no, they ain't have no high hopes. It wasn't even. I know it wasn't even discussed.
Okay.
That shit wasn't even discussed, man. That shit is a fraud, man. It was Steven Espinosa lied. He said, "Oh, we trying to make." You ain't trying to make shit. You can't make that fight because you can't. You got to have. See, let me explain something to y'all. You don't blindly make a Ryan Garcia Tank fight. It has to have shoulder programming. So what I mean by shoulder programming is, well, I'm gonna need you to give me this fighter for my rising star over here, Jaime Munguia. I'm gonna need you to give me
Charlo.
No, the guy who fought Charlo. I'm gonna need you to give me him because I want to throw a fight in Anaheim. You understand what I'm saying? It don't happen like that. Before you see these big fights, you'll see deals being made. Sean Porter fighting Terrence Crawford,
bartering, yeah.
Yeah, Marcus Brown fighting Arthur Beterbiev. It's not standalone. So you got to see these fighters in line. So yeah, it's not just a 1-for-1 deal. You know, Kyle, go to bed, man. Yeah, and so
I'm on the beautiful.
So what I'm saying is it can't happen if they haven't made any deals to go back and forth with one another. It's not happening. It's not happening. Just how I genuinely believe Bob Arum purposely devalued Terrence Crawford and sent them into the wild. Purpose.
Yo, Fred, I wanted to ask you a question, by the way, since you brought up Bob Arum.
Yeah, please.
Now he flirted with the idea of selling Top Rank, but do you see a situation, because I know he owns a lot of real estate under Top Rank. He's got a gym and he's got all these facilities. Do you see him doing a sale lease back if he needs capital?
I don't think he needs capital because he has the budget from ESPN.
That 90 million.
And Bob don't over leverage himself. So I don't think I genuinely don't believe that he will over leverage something he built for 60 years. I think he wants to
he wants to die with Top Rank.
No, what I think he does, I don't think he trusts who's next in line.
Todd DeBuff?
Yeah. So this is just my
Todd's
opinion.
really close with Dana and them.
Yeah, I know, but you know, and I know that's his son-in-law and stuff, but I don't think he trusts him enough because we never see them doing stuff together. And Bob is 90 years old, going into 91. You understand what I'm saying? So he's not literally handing the keys. He's not publicly handing. Yeah, he's not handing the keys to him. So I think he's trying to put him in position where this got to. So if you sell a piece of it, that means this can't be done. This can't be done. This can't be done. That can't. So I think he's more thinking like that. And maybe I'll ask him. I'll ask him.
No, but you were right. Like, if they can't make Jaime Munguia Charlo, they definitely can't make Ryan Tank. Like, let's just be real. Like, that was a layup to be made, and they messed it up.
I know they would have to make the Charlo Jaime Munguia fight first as a precursor of like, hey, this is like an olive branch situation, and then they go and do the Tank and Ryan Garcia fight.
Yeah, man,
you usually precede big business with small business.
Yeah, like you ain't gonna. It don't stand alone. It don't. Just like Maidana got Floyd. You know what I mean? It just watch how it does. Like Samson got a Showbox card now.
They got to bring Tank on Sports Center.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that can happen. You know, like Tank, but yeah,
he's got to go to a Ravens game. They got to interview him at a Ravens game. Like, you know, stuff's got to happen.
I say he's done that. He's done that before.
But you got to keep on doing it. Yeah. Keep on doing it. Like they got the expository income where they can be their own entertainment. They all dating celebrities, right? Are they all dating celebrities?
Nah,
might as well be.
Is Tank dating a celebrity?
Nah, not now.
Not an Instagram girl. Okay. Nah. Okay.
I don't know her. I'm gonna say I don't know her. I'm not gonna say she's not a IG model or whatever. I don't
know her name.
Allegedly, Meek Mill got cool with the 76 owner through Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
And then now, like he's not with Rock Nation anymore. He's directly with the billionaires.
He's directly with Michael Rubin, eh?
Yeah, and I mean they picked him up from jail.
So he cut out the connect. He's the only guy that I know that cut out the connect.
Yeah, but that keeps Philadelphia like in the mix, you know. That's a cheap, smart move. You know what I mean? Shit. I have a network of 32 stadiums. I have a network of 17,000 fans that will see you every night. So it's not gonna cost me nothing. Shit. All I gotta do is make a call.
Yeah, but Jerry Jones isn't young enough to kind of understand that and do that for Errol Spence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Jerry Jones don't have to make that move anymore. Like Bob, they 80 years old, man. You ain't got to make that move no more. You know what I mean? Like shit. Like I'm making $300,000 a day on interest. Like I'm not making no move for that. You know what I mean? So he wants a championship. He's one of them guys. As soon as the Cowboys win a championship, 9 days later, Jerry Jones found dead. You know what I mean? Like that's like keeping him alive. No, I don't mean it like that. But you know how No, keeping you alive, like Joe Paterno. Remember, he got fired.
Yeah,
he got fired, not fired, but whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And
He resigned. I'm doing air quote. He resigned.
Yeah, and then he
man.
died like 3 weeks later, or something like that. You know, something like that, man. But I don't. I definitely don't. That's what's holding him on. That's what's keeping him alive. That's why he's probably eating healthy. He's doing the right things because he's doing his best to stay here so the Cowboys can win another championship.
Fred wants PBC fighters to talk to Al how KD talks to Joe Tsai. So like that's what he wants them to do, and that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not happening.
You need leverage. You need only certain fighters would talk to Al like that. Tank, Floyd, Errol.
They don't even talk to Al that way. No,
well, they love Al.
Yeah,
Al gave him everything they ever asked for, right? But like, you can't be fighting once a year or once every 16 months. Like, I ain't trying to watch nobody once every 13 months.
He's got to have a G League with the Paramount Plus app, so that at least like there's a split. Like the championship fights go on Showtime, and let the young prospects, do their thing on Paramount Plus or something.
Well, I heard that they've been working on that deal for over a year, so 2 years maybe. So we'll see if that happens, man.
And if pay-per-views go to Paramount Plus, that means there's a lesser percentage. So let's say the distributor takes like 30 to 40%. Since it's a direct distribution via the app, it's a lesser. That's what UFC is doing, and I think Top Rank also benefited from that on ESPN Plus. So the ESPN Plus pay-per-view has there's a lower cut.
Cuts out the middleman.
Not necessarily, but it's just.
Now they cut the cable out. They cut the cable. It's an app. That's a way to cut the 30% out.
They simulcast a lot of their fights too. A lot of their fights will be simulcast on the app and on regular ESPN. So
look, one thing people have to understand is all this OTT stuff, the streaming stuff. Those company valuations are like grossly inflated. So all this stuff about cutting the cord, I ended up getting cable back just because all those things individually would have costed more. So, and the prices are going up. ESPN Plus is gonna go up. I get ESPN Plus and Disney through Verizon, but they might take it out eventually. But through my Verizon phone plan, I get all that stuff. But ESPN Plus is going up. DAZN is going up. Who knows if Showtime is gonna go up? Who knows?
They have to go up. They have to go up. Didn't minimum wage go up? No, didn't minimum wage go up? Shit, didn't minimum wage in New York go up? They gotta go up. Shit, inflation, they gotta go up. That's why when people be saying, I need a man, listen, people hate the rich and pretend they are. You know what I mean? Is that's America for you, man. You know what I mean? It's just insane, man. Y'all want to give y'all close? What's up?
No, I was gonna say who's paying for the fall schedule budget? Is it not Al Heyman himself? It's gonna be Showtime, and he's gonna be like, I gotta pay for Caleb Plant. I gotta pay for this big ass Spence.
Wait, who said Caleb Plant's gonna be on pay-per-view?
No, he's gonna be fighting on regular television.
Yeah, he's gonna fight Darrell, one of the Darrell brothers.
Is it gonna be Showtime? Who's paying for his purse? How much is Caleb Plant's purse after making $10 million after fighting Canelo? Like, he's gonna make like what, $2 million?
Nah, he's back in cheap seats with us.
He's back with y'all.
He's making $1 million, probably.
$1 million. So you said there's gonna be no $1 million fighter fighting in September, or
Wait, do you think the $10 million got dispersed in its entirety, or like what's
no. Al never gives one big check. Never.
What, 5 and 5?
I don't know how he disperses it, but I mean, I've seen the fighters get their checks.
4 payments of 2.5.
Yeah, I've seen them. Like, I mean, yeah, I've seen them. Like, they give half, and then they go somewhere else, and they find a way to give the other half. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. I've literally seen it. I've literally heard Al on the phone say, "Where do you want me to send the other money?"
Interesting.
So Al personally handles payroll?
No, he doesn't personally handle payroll. but
He oversees that shit.
Sylvia, Brad, and handles the check. Sylvia, Brad, and what's the other girl's name? And what's her name, man? Brandy, Brianna, Rebecca. I'm thinking all these white names. Becky, the girl from TGB.
No, that's a TGB. She's
Oh,
the
Brittany?
daughter. She's the
No,
daughter.
Brittany
Yeah,
Brown.
Brittany. But she's they're employees of Al Heyman. They're not. It's just a legality. You got to have a promoter and shit like that. It's just a legality. So, but Sylvia Brown and hands out the checks many of the times. Sylvia Brown.
Is there a wealth management company in between?
I would say the wealth management team is Ryan Caldwell and Al Heyman.
So what are you saying? What are you saying, Fred? They got the money, but Al's just too cheap. He didn't want to spend it. He didn't want to his money.
No. Like, I believe, as I put it together, Al Heyman is the manager.
Mm-hmm.
He manages the funds.
No, I don't think that's possible.
No, it's possible. Ryan Caldwell gave him the money. Ryan Caldwell gave the man the money. He gave him the $800 million from Waddell and Reed.
And a lot of that money was used up with time buys and also squatting on venues.
No, management fees, because you create your own salary or whatever title you want to give it.
No, you're talking about a hedge fund that hold 220 you carry 2% and then 20% of what you generate. That's a whole hedge fund thing. Al Heyman's he's a direct advisor to the fighter, so he can't. It's a big conflict of interest. I don't think that's legal. Not in Nevada, not in California.
I don't understand. No.
Go ahead, Fred.
Okay. Here's my understanding. Ryan Caldwell took the money. You title it how you want to title it. You make my story legal, and then you make it make sense. Ryan Caldwell worked for Waddell and Reed.
Yes.
Okay, he was I don't know his title.
Some type of fund manager.
Yeah, he was an ally of Al Heyman.
Right.
He was an ally of Al Heyman. He negotiated with Waddell and Reed for as an investment to use this money to invest in PBC or Heyman Boxing or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, they bought shares in Heyman Boxing.
Yes. When that deal was finalized, months later or sometime later, Ryan Caldwell crosses the street and works with Al Heyman. So I don't know how you title it. You can make this story.
Yeah, that's why the investors sued Waddell and Reed.
Yes, but that's still ongoing. They're in Kansas City. That's still ongoing.
Right, but who's to say the $800 million was dispersed in its entirety? They do it in phases. Anytime a hedge fund invests, they have phases.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. And the phases tallied well over 600 million, between 600 million and
the classes of the shares change during the phases. That allows the hedge fund to have more say so in the entity that it's investing in.
No, but and that's why they're suing him, because the shareholders were not involved in the overseeing of the high risk investment in PBC.
So what do you say is gonna happen?
Man, that's a long suit, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, because that suit is so long, because I genuinely don't know. But what I believe happened with the money is you show losses. I pitched here, 5-10 different networks, Bounce, ESPN, CBS.
No, the thing with hedge funds is they're very, like, a hedge fund is a lot of these hedge fund guys came from investment banks, right? And a lot of these bank guys did mergers and acquisitions, and they demerge and merge and demerge and merge to make the valuation of multiple companies go up, right? They prop up
Right.
entire industries.
Right.
The thing with a hedge fund is a hedge fund always makes an investment from a point of leverage. They lean on the company that they're investing in so that, if something goes wrong, we're going to part that company out and let the corporate raiders do the rest. So a big company like Waddell and Reed, I don't think like they just gave Al Heyman complete autonomy. It just doesn't work like that. You have to pitch a business deal. And even when you show losses, there's accountants. And remember, Waddell and Reed had to consult with they have an independent consultant of the boxing industry. They have an independent consultant of boxing TV execs before they do any deal with Al Heyman, right?
I don't think it was. I don't think it was. Well,
that's
ahead.
due process. That's due process.
I understand that.
Due diligence.
I understand that. Mm-hmm.
But
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Look at Golden Boy and the initial funding and all that stuff. Wasn't Don Chargan the guy that was doing all that stuff, like with the funding and bringing Canelo? Same way, Waddell and Reed had a point man in between them and Al Heyman. As they probably also had like a lot of bankers, lawyers, all that stuff. Anyway, I just don't think you're making it look like he's robbing a bank, and I'm saying
no, he's not robbing. No, everything is legal. No. You put the legal on it. I'm telling you what happened because in the case in Kansas City, it wasn't approved by the shareholders. The shareholders are irate. It wasn't,
and they're all smart shareholders. They're all accredited investors, which means what? They're all millionaires themselves. So they're not common folk.
Yes, and once it was finalized. Once the last phase was finalized, Ryan Caldwell left, and now he's working for PBC.
I don't think he's able to work for PBC legally.
Shit. Well, you better Google him. The stories are out there. Yeah,
man, that don't sound good, man. Compared to all these big companies, the Zone, Top Rank, PBC sounds iffy as hell. That shit sounds.
He works for PBC. Ryan Caldwell works for PBC. No lie.
So who's fighting
as a what? As a consultant? What is he? What capacity?
Let's find out. So you can, as you guys talk. Ryan Caldwell left to join Al Heyman as chief operating officer of PBC, and then departed from PBC soon after the form. I hear this right here. I'll read it for you. I got to find it, so you guys keep talking.
So is Keith?
I just don't think that's possible.
No, it's possible. Say it again.
Y'all think Keith Thurman gonna get a fight this year? He's itching.
He's waiting. He's waiting for Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford to fall apart. He's waiting and praying.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God!
He said he'll get that fight. Hey Fred,
what's up?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. You was right about Sean Porter.
What's that?
He is hella cool, bro.
You seen him? You met him?
Yeah. We had 2 long ass conversations.
Yo, he's going to Top Rank shows now. He's everywhere. He's going to the Zone shows. He's going to Top Rank shows.
That boy getting that check, man. He ain't trying to be laid down with the PBC forever. You gotta get that money.
I told you Sean Porter was cool.
Yeah. You said it all the time when I used to like get on him and shit. He's like, man.
Really? I don't know. That's news to me. But anyways, I'll read the role of Ryan Caldwell, who left Waddell and Reed last year to join Heyman as chief operating officer of PBC, and then departed from PBC soon after to form his own asset management company, is also subject to conjecture.
So he's back in finance.
Yeah.
So he's not with. So at which point did they put the microscope on him? That's probably when he left PBC.
Well, shit. He sent the money to PBC, and then he went to work for PBC.
Yeah, I don't know how people.
Yeah, the role of Ryan Caldwell. Yeah, you got to read this, man. This shit is. I mean, the
boxing
is out there.
been sketchy business.
The lawsuit
anyway,
is out there. Whatever it was, he was the I believe he was the inside man. You know.
Whether it's those MTK guys with Daniel Kinahan, like all this shit, man, that's boxing, man. Boxing wild, wild west out here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is. But it's all independent money, man.
I also believe that that whatever access Probellum has to funds, that's also being because Stanion is being on the undercard. I mean, yeah, he stepped aside twice with which sanctioning body is he with? WBA?
One of them. He stepped aside so somebody can fight.
But
Oh,
if he's the chief
WBA, yeah.
If he's the chief support for Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, that means like that they're rolling in some dough too. They're that's not a coincidence because if anything, Jerome should have that place. Jeron's purse isn't so big that they can't get him on the undercard of Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford.
That would be perfect.
So, and guys, listen, whatever you want to say about MTK, Shelly Finkel does a lot of business with whatever is left of MTK.
That leftover Kinahan money?
It ain't leftover. He getting it out there some way. You know what I mean? Shit, he got to trust some people because he about to go to jail as soon as they get a hold of him, man. They got to, man. Hey, Blu-ray, you want to say your final words, man?
Oh, no, man. I just enjoyed the content, man. And I'll be back tomorrow, man. I was just sitting here just soaking it up.
You were vibing out. Like you was in your bag.
Nah, I was just letting y'all talk, man. I was just listening, brother.
Nah, this is some good. This is for real, some barbershop conversation right here, man.
Blue.
This barbershop conversation.
Yeah.
Any
last word? Go ahead. Go ahead.
It just confirms that everything Fred been saying is not a lie.
Man.
No, it's true though. It's true. That's what made me I have to jump on this channel because this brother be saying the real deal.
Man,
like, why Charlo ain't got a date? Why they ain't gonna make Spencer Crawford? They call him Little Stevie. Little Stevie. I'm like, man, this guy
they
went.
do call him Little Stevie.
Hey, Little Stevie. They say Little Stevie, man. Like he's scared. He's scared to call Al Heyman.
Yeah, man. They not cool like he say is, man. They ain't. Steven was, man, listen. I'm not gonna sit here and say I heard Steven on the phone. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that. But man, listen, you would not believe who calls me during COVID, man. I'll never tell y'all, but just take my word for it. These motherfuckers call me because they know I ain't afraid to say shit. And then sometimes they become allies, then they become my enemies. Like it's just a pendulum. You know what I mean?
It's business. It's business.
Yeah, it's business. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't. But they just use my platform. They use my voice. And I'm like, okay, I'm listening. Prove it. Show me you got proof. Because I talk to these niggas like they ain't nobody. Show me you got proof. No, call Al right now. And they call Al right there. I said, call Al. I want to hear the conversation right now. I don't believe you. Call Al. And they call Al. I'm not making this shit up.
Who do you see advocating for Broner to, on the comeback? Because now it's gonna take a whole comeback.
Ratings, Showtime ratings. If they bad, they gonna bring them back. If they good, then
Do you see the possibility of him fighting on a Tank undercard by any chance?
Yeah, Tank can't protect him. But Tank ain't mature enough yet because he ain't even have the other kid from Brooklyn. Or Richardson Hitchison on that card, and so
Broner's gonna sit out for 2022 is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, he's not fighting again this year. No way. They ain't even got the money to pay him. They gotta figure out Tank.
So what are you saying, Fred? They don't have no money. So you're saying Charlo can't fight this year? How much was Charlo gonna make against Selecki?
Well, I mean,
$3 million.
He's probably gonna get in his advance sometime soon. He gotta pay his taxes and shit.
So you say they don't have $5 million to put on a card of Charlo?
Nah, it don't work like that. Nah. Steven has done that. Little Steven has done that already.
Who called him Little
Fred?
They call him Little Steven.
You talking about Steven Espinoza?
Yeah, they call him Little Steven.
Yeah,
who calls him Little Steven? The boxing industry, like
the boxing
PBC
industry
guys.
They call him Little Steven.
Fred, let's make a theoretical scenario here. Let's say all the PBC fighters that are millionaires, they start buying the ticker PARA stock, right? They all buy it. And let's just say that they bypass Steven Espinosa and talk directly to Les Moonves or whoever is the head honcho to reform the Showtime boxing program.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that more easier? Like if all the fighters set up a fund and they bought into this has happened before with different unions, by the way.
It's basically forming a union.
Yeah, but without forming a union.
Without forming a union.
Yeah. So why don't they this is the most financially conscious era of athletes that we have, right?
They don't know. They don't know this. I told them, I says, if y'all want to know how Showtime is doing, buy some shares. I tell them that. I've been telling them that for years. Buy some shares. It's real simple. I'm not nothing I do is like, I'm not the smartest guy. I just figure out the route. I'm like a stream. You know what I mean? I'm just matriculating down. You know, just buy some shares and you'll figure it out. But I play poker with CBS execs. I've been playing poker with them for years. You know,
Fred, do the fighters within PBC, the well-to-do ones, the marquee ones, do they actually do any business together outside of boxing?
I don't think they do business together. I've never seen two PBC fighters say, "Hey, let's go take over the world." I've never seen it on the Zone, wherever. You know, I don't think they want that. No promoter.
We're starting to see it in basketball.
Yeah, they trying. So, it's been conversations. I don't think it's really been, you know, where it should be.
As long as Al can give them the advances, they're not thinking like that.
Yeah, they getting advances, man.
Yeah, but they have a lot of time. The thing that I don't understand with boxers, they have a lot of time. Like these NBA guys, they got like 80 plus games, and then you know there's never really an off switch for them. Right. But with these guys, like when they talk about things and they think it's cool to look oblivious. I noticed that with boxers. Well, I don't know the name of first of all, they're lying because a lot of these boxers, they keep up on tab with young upcoming talent for the for sparring and all kinds of.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, so
they be lying. I don't know who Conor Benner is. Like, you lie, Keith Thurman. Shut up.
And you know, I notice a lot of these guys like they think it's cool to look oblivious. You know, for lack of better words, they think it's cool to look oblivious. And I just don't understand that within boxing culture, especially when the heavyweights aside, if you look at like Sugar Ray Leonard, like he always spoke a certain type of way. Like he spoke in a way where he wasn't like very wordy or anything like that, but you're not gonna play him in business. And now, you know, Oscar doesn't really. You guys know what I'm talking about because Oscar had Richard and all that stuff, but I'm not seeing boxers where it's like with Sean Porter. So Sean Porter could actually sit down and conduct business for himself without looking too extra. You get what I'm saying? And if Sean wanted, he could actually start an agency within boxing because he's cool with everybody.
That's
he's well spoken.
I think that's what he wants to do. I heard that.
I could definitely see him doing it.
I actually heard that, like talking to some of the PBC guys, like they heard Sean wanted to start like a promotional company or a management company or something like that.
I think it would be better to do a management company. There's this because a promotional company is nothing without a TV network.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know why television networks don't have a consultant within boxing. It's like because they don't care about boxing enough. Like it's such a small revenue stream for them. They don't even care. That's why they're like, okay, here's 60 million and, you know, do what you want with it. So Steven and Al play their little game. If they really care about the quality, they'll buy individual cards.
Right.
They'll show trajectories. Okay, so eventually we want these two fighters to fight in this quarter, blah, blah, blah. They'll have all that a lot of athletes' contracts are very, very detailed. Right? I think there's a quarterback it's like, yo, you got to watch footage.
Ain't that embarrassing? That's embarrassing.
Right, but that just goes to show you, like, you could put whatever you want in the contract,
right,
and have that upheld. Right. So, Without going too far into it, it's like I don't understand why Showtime, if boxing is a priority, have some quality control on the cards. You're buying cards, buy cards. I think that's how investment banking.
Well, that's what Stephen
This is how investment banking in the entertainment industry works. Like, they buy content, and then once we buy enough content, and then we see that it works, okay, fine, we'll give you a little bit of autonomy and creative control.
Yeah, because if you buy cards too, like you won't have to deal with those shitty undercards. You be watching some whack ass fights and you're thinking like, oh my god, this is pay-per-view. Like that Keith Thurman pay-per-view, that was completely trash.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
And then last year, the Andy Ruiz, Chris Arreola, that was completely trash. I don't know why the hell I bought that pay-per-view. Like they gotta put those at like $30, like they did the Christmas one, the Ortiz and Chris Martin or whatever his name is, Charles Martin.
What are they gonna do with Mario Barrios now? He's coming off of 2 straight losses, and he took a lot of damage in both losses.
He got paid. I mean, he as good as he is. I mean, he's a used car. You know what I mean? Got high mileage on it.
So are they going to use him as a journeyman? What are they going to do with him at 147?
Who cares?
Beat him to boots.
I don't know.
No, that wouldn't be a credible fight.
Yeah, true. You're right.
Yeah,
Boots is that would fight someone real now.
That would end Barrios' boxing career if he fought. If they put him in with Boots, it's over.
Yeah, it's over, man.
Has Boots had any credible fights though?
I mean, Custio Clayton is credible. He's ranked. He's been ranked.
He's sturdy.
Yeah.
Seriously though, man. I mean, like I said over and over. And I like
yeah. Oh, your connection is backed up.
Ooh, terrible.
Oh, sorry about that.
Open up another browser, bro. Because that browser.
I'm gonna kick you out. Well, that's your final word, man. We getting out of here anyway, man. Y'all want to give y'all final word? Philly, what you got?
I got, man. Fred, keep doing keep doing what you're doing, man. You putting pressure on these people. You enlightening people, and like what we as boxing fans, we gotta tell these people we want the fight. And we talk about Spence, Crawford. Keep the foot on their throat. Let little Steven know what's good. Keep coming out with those videos.
Little Steven. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow. Little Steven. Little Stevie.
Little Steven. That's my final word. Little Stevie. You got 2 weeks to make the fight.
Yeah, man. Little Steven. Little Steven. Hey, Jamal, don't take that advance, man, to pay your taxes, man. Save your money, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man.
Wait, Fred, one last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know how you managed to get Bob Arum on your show, and every time you do, you get like a lot of like that. That's like a primary source of information because you ask him questions that people end up retweeting and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Is it possible that you could get maybe a Richard Schaefer, a Keith Connolly, a Waters, a Shelly Finkel?
Yeah, I don't have Shelly's. I do have Shelly's phone number. Actually, I do. But yeah, I don't have Keith. The only number I don't have is Keith Connolly, but I have Richard Schaefer's number. And actually, he was supposed to come on during COVID, but he canceled for something. Oh, it was his son's birthday. It was his son's birthday. And
I think Richard Schaefer lives somewhere in that LA area. So
yeah. He probably lives by me somewhere, So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
But that's it. I mean, every time you get Bob Arum on your show, man, you actually get the questions out of him, man. A lot of people ask him generic questions, but you actually get like original
I love it, man.
Information out of him.
He's one of my favorite interviewers, man. I think he's like, man, am I going to tell him the truth or am I going to lie to him? You know what I mean? But I gotta ask the questions, and Bob don't
always
care.
Ask the question. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, always ask the question, man.
Hey, whether he lying or not, shit sound good.
Yeah, it do sound good, man. Fernando, man, you was a great asset tonight, man. Thank you, brother.
Always a pleasure, man. Keep up the great work. I'm only like it's not easy to do what Fred does on a consistent basis. It's not easy. It looks easy, but it's not easy.
Nah, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's really not. It's really not. Appreciate you. Let me get anything else, Blu-ray? Blue. Oh, he gone. All right, I know you want to talk about your weekend, so go ahead. Because you was over there falling asleep and shit.
Nah, nigga, I keep telling you.
Man, Kyle, cut it out. Kyle.
I'm telling you, nigga, Kyle. I'm wide awake, nigga.
Kyle, now you acting like Lincoln now. Stop it. Stop.
Man, hey, man, that shit was a good fucking weekend, man. Shout out to DJ, Max, Blue Blood, L Dub, Leon, Lalo, man. That shit was lit, bro. That shit was fun, man.
I'm glad you had a good time. And you met Brianna.
Yep, ran into her. Shout out to Brianna. And her boyfriend. Good dude. He gonna be a friend of the program pretty soon.
He gonna come on your show?
Yeah, just chop up with the fellas and shit. He drive these long distances, man. He like to drive. I can't drive. Hell,
he drives. What do you mean he drives?
Like just like if he want to go somewhere, shit, he'll just drive. Like they drive to Vegas all the time.
Yeah, they've been going to Vegas a lot.
Yeah, 4 hours. Fuck that.
Yeah, I like him, man. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was cool. It was cool to meet him.
Rihanna's awesome.
In the words of the great philosopher Fred, man, fuck them niggas. Get the content. I got a lot of great content this weekend, man.
Did you?
I've been dropping shit on YouTube all fucking.
How come I ain't been getting notifications?
Man, they don't got no love for me, man. You know that.
That's good.
Yeah, but
I'm surprised. How did it go with Ant and Sean? Because I know they don't like me. So.
Well, we just had it. So basically, we just had a conversation.
Oh, they didn't know who you were. They didn't know you. They didn't know you were on the show.
Lightweight.
So no.
Lightweight for sure. But I did enough. I did enough saying like that. You know what I'm saying? I basically was telling him how I didn't like him and shit. But,
Sean.
Yeah, we talked for like it's the live from the weigh-in. We talked on the way. We talked the whole time.
How did y'all meet?
Huh?
How did y'all meet?
So I met Ant at the Terrence.
I like Ant.
Yeah.
I've never spoken with him. I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe I have. Maybe I
have.
He
a cool motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie.
I like him. I like Ant.
Yeah. So me and him, we met at the Crawford Porter fight. And when I told him that his boy's gonna get knocked out.
Oh yeah, I remember that conversation you told me about. That.
Right. He didn't remember the conversation. We started talking about everything, right? Mm-hmm. And then we was just talking about Sean Porter, and I was telling how I ain't like Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. But then we ended up talking, man, and just chilling. And I'm like, damn, this nigga Fred was right, man. That nigga is cool. Because
Sean is different. When he's not with his dad, he's a likable guy. When he's with his dad, he's not a likable guy. He's kind of standoffish.
JFL.
What's that?
Remember that was a nigga. He's a likable guy. He always said about Sean Porter. Remember he said,
yeah.
He's a likable guy.
Yeah. And Sean is out there trying to make it happen, man. You got to root. I mean, I'm not getting in the way of a man. Hopefully it works out for him. I'm not getting in his way.
Yeah,
but
it was cool, man. We talked. Then we talked at the fight for hella long too, because shout out to the Flow C crew. You know what I'm saying? We all.
Who's that? Oh, the 4C crew.
It
was sold out.
Huh?
It was sold out in there.
Come on, Fred. You with your boy.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the fight was sold out.
Yeah, no, it was. You couldn't get no tickets online.
That's dope.
And guess what else? It was no resellers, nowhere. You couldn't go to StubHub, you couldn't go to SeatGeek, you couldn't go to Vivid Seat. Nobody had the tickets. So you would have been shot of luck. But God made a way for us. You know what I mean? Shout out to Max, man. First and foremost, man. We got Max out. He had the time of his life, man. Max is a solid motherfucker, man. I'm telling you.
That's
know what I mean? We had a great time, man. We got to meet his best friend and shit. We chopped it up with him, man. It was great, man. It was a great fucking time, man. And of course, my dog Blue Blood came through.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was supposed to meet up with him and Mickey Bay, but it was hella much, man. It was too much. Because I had got stuck with not really stuck, but we ended up linking up with Troy and Keyshawn and Shushu, and that was a viral moment. You know what I'm saying? That got fucking 5,000 on Blue Blood. I got 1,700 on one. I got 1,300 on the other one.
Oh, what's that? What were y'all talking about?
So basically, DJ was instigating, right? So DJ goes, man, shit, Ryo and Frank Martin, woo woo woo. Man, he was like, man, motherfuckers can't beat me. And man, it was because he's talking about Chris Colbert versus Frank Martin. He said that he said that Chris Colbert should beat Frank Martin because of his experience. He said, man, that motherfucker just started boxing when he was 20 years old and shit. So then it just went from there. He's like, man, niggas can't fuck with me. Man, listen, I like that motherfucker, man.
Oh,
you ain't see that short on my Instagram and shit? And on YouTube?
I liked it probably, but I probably didn't watch
it. Yeah, man. Yeah. They're not gonna like him too much longer though.
They're not gonna like you?
Him. They're not gonna like him.
Who's him?
Keyshawn Davis, because he got that bravado.
Yeah, it's growing on him. I said that it's growing. His bravado is growing.
But he had that bravado when he came on here.
Yeah. I like him, man, because he wins and he dominates. And I'm excited. September 20-something. I'll be glued to the tube watching. Yeah. I'm a fan of his, man. I'm a fan of Andy from Virginia. Shit, I gotta support him, man. That's that. Yeah, I root for him. I don't know his brother or brothers.
That younger brother, boy, he's a fucking beast.
Bruce Karen. Top Rank got so much young talent, man. It's insane.
I'm telling you, bro.
It's insane how much young talent they got.
Bro,
it's ridiculous.
Look at the card. Look at the Shakur Stevenson card.
Who's on it? Bruce Carrington, probably.
Yeah, Shushu, Jahai Tucker, Keyshawn Davis, Cash Flow. I mean, they got stars in the making, man. And then you got Troy Isley and Xander Zayas. They was on the same card this weekend with Duke Reagan.
Did Troy Isley win?
Come on, man. Of course.
Did he knock him out?
No, he didn't knock him out. He just dominated him. But I'm gonna be honest with you. They're not putting him in position to like just knock niggas out. You know what I'm saying? They will set him up for people that's just gonna be there for the knockout. You know what I'm saying? You know how certain people, they be in there surviving, they ain't trying to engage, they ain't letting their hands go, they ain't trying to fight. They basically like, nigga, I ain't getting knocked out, nigga. Fuck that.
Well, I mean, he's putting them in position to win.
Yeah.
When was he 5-0, 6-0?
He's 8-0 now.
Okay, yeah, he's still getting there. You know what I mean? He ain't.
Come here, boy. Come here.
He gave you the gloves, right? His fight gloves?
Huh?
He gave you the fight gloves.
Yeah. Say what's up, Fred.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, what's up, Junior?
Say what's up.
What's up?
You got school tomorrow. What you doing up?
Say nah, not yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, daycare. Yeah, he in daycare. Yeah, not yet. Yeah, he young. What is he, 2? He going into 2, right?
He about to be 4.
Fall. Oh, fall. Excuse me. So next year. So you're not putting him in pre-K?
About to. They got some openings at the 7th.
Put him in pre-K.
You got to get him. You got to get him potty trained, man. Out here, man. You can't just send him. You got to have him fully potty trained. So we've been working on that heavy. Like, he'll pee in the pot, but he don't.
At number 2 is tough.
Number 2, man. I'm like, damn, boy. But then the thing about it is the motherfucker be smiling at me like, yeah, and then you got to clean this shit up, buddy. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, bro.
Yeah, number 2. That's a tough
one.
one.
Because he'll do it, and then he'll just say, all right, here we go, Pops. Take this.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, man.
Facts. Yeah.
But man,
yeah, I'm glad you had a great time in Vegas, man. It worked out well. Everybody's happy, came home healthy. That's most important.
I'm going to tell you something, Fred.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to the barbershop.
Why that?
I mean, why is that, man? Well, at the barbershop, man, they ain't know there's no community to where we got that community. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
no matter if you left or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This was the nucleus in which I met all the people that I was with this weekend. So
well, that's flattering. I appreciate that. But I mean, you still take the initiative and build it on your own. And,
no, but it's facts. So I'm just saying, like, as far as like getting the community together.
I get you.
So fucking shout out to Fred, man.
Yeah, Fred be doing it. Yeah, Fred. Good job, Fred.
All right, Fredro.
All right, let's get out of here. You got a show to go to run. I gotta go to bed
sir.
too. I'll be getting up at 5 now. It's kids' school time now. Fred going to bed.
Listen, I see you trying to get the hell out of here, man. Bro, man, I'm gonna let you get out of here.
Say it.
No, I was gonna say, man, I had to take my kids to my brother's house because my daughter, man, she wouldn't let up. She wouldn't let up. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean? Let up? What does that mean?
Like she will not let it go. Like she'll come in every 5 minutes. Dad, we gotta go to Mia's house. We gotta go to Uncle Morgan's house because I got a little niece.
Yeah.
So they always like want to go over there and shit, play with the toys and shit. You know what I'm saying? And she will not let it go today. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad. So I take them over there, and my my middle daughter, she don't want to leave because she get over there.
Is that where they go after school?
Huh?
Is that where they go after school?
No, I just every Monday we just kind of like link up and do something together.
Sure. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. My kids don't start school until Thursday though, so.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to get my ass up, man. Walking one, then getting up, walking the other.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, it's gonna be some. Yeah, man. Being a father is fucking dope, man.
It's the best, man. It's so much fun. What? Man, listen, I don't understand how y'all niggas are just like, I don't know, I'm just gonna leave. I don't get it, dog. I don't get it, man. I would move next door. Like, man, I'm never letting a man touch me. Man, stepdaddy, shit. Man, I will make as many compromises, alterations I gotta make for that not to happen.
You got to, man.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
No other way.
Yeah. Yep, I'm about to go whisper.
Man, we getting up out of here, man.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas head over to the boxing section.
Yeah, pray as a family, man. The first day of school, man. That's important, man. Like, you know what I mean? Pray as a family, all 6 of y'all. Pray as a family. And
it's a blessing.
Ask for protection, man, because y'all gonna be in them cars going up and down them streets and freeways, man. All y'all, man. Pray as a family, man. I don't care what God you don't believe in. If you're an atheist, pray to humanity. But you got to have your kids believe in unity. You know what I mean? And praying is a form of unity in your house. And pray. If you don't pray, sit at the dinner table. You know what I mean? Yeah, Nipsey got his. I wish they would have used his real name. You know what I mean? I know it's kind of long, but I wish they would have used his real name. You know, but yeah. Yeah, we do that, man, and it works, man. We had dinner today, and but yeah, man, I was gonna do a video on this, but my internet is everywhere I go. My internet is acting up. I go to the charging station, internet acting up. I go to the gym, the internet acting up. I'm like, damn.
You hear me?
What?
I'll hear me.
Oh yeah, that's Al. What was I gonna say? The importance of picking up your kids, man. Please, man. Like, I know we out there making money, and a parent, man, you got to pick your kids up, man. Pick them up, man. Please, man. It's so important. So important. Joy, they get to see you, and create a schedule, man. Well, I know y'all work until 5 p.m., but it's so important, man, to get them kids, to get your kids' teachers' ideals off of them. You know what I mean? And what they believe in and what they talking about every day. It's important that you have time to reinstill your values into your kids, man. Because if you don't, little Tyrone and the teacher, they gonna be acting like them, you know. So, but anyways, man, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. You ready, Kyle? Let's get out of there.
Man, we heading over to the boxing section, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have a good time, man. We're gonna talk about mental health because it's Monday. We're gonna have the weekend recap.
You got a great topic tonight. You got a live tonight.
Oh, it's easy live. This was good shit. Let me tell you what's crazy though. Before we cut. So Ant goes, Man, you think your boy Adrian Broner gonna fight this weekend? And I stuttered, right? And I said, man, how hard to be let his hands go. Nigga don't even fight. Ain't that shit crazy? How you just throw shit out there like, man, it's like he's gonna fight, like fight, but then he gonna fight at all. Shit wild, man. All right, we gotta get Fred out of here, man.
All right, peace.
Put us on, Fred.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through. Andrew, SL, DJ, Mark. I'm glad y'all went to Vegas, had a great time. Y'all was safe, man. Y'all didn't act like niggas. Y'all act like gentlemen. Man, it's a beautiful thing, man. And yeah, it's just a beautiful thing, man. And yeah, man, I'm glad you had a good time, and everyone else had a good time this weekend. It's important to fellowship, man. We got Anthony Joshua this weekend. I think he's gonna get mollywopped. And Wilder's training. I don't think he's fighting on Showtime. Y'all heard it here first. He's not fighting on Showtime.
Gotta be Fox then.
Fox. If he goes to Fox, it's gonna be on pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view, of course.
He's not fighting on Showtime. I think he's fighting on. Matter of fact, I don't think I know from the conversations I heard. He's fighting on.
Peoples Hernandez.
What's up, Peoples? The devil is alive. And gotta do hey. This fight for me. Joe Joyce ain't that big. Yeah, big motherfucker to me.
That nigga big as shit.
Yeah, that's DJ.
DJ crazy as a motherfucker, man. Hey, nigga DJ kept Fred, the nigga DJ kept bringing up Deontay Wilder, man. And then Max was like, hey man, he's from Alabama, man. Don't worry about that. The Joe goes, oh, okay. Like he was like, man, what the fuck is up with this nigga, man? Keep talking about Deontay Wilder and shit. And then he was like, man, I forgive you. So that shit was fun, man. That shit was good, man. Cause I met him like 2 or 3 times already. And his manager, came on my show and shit.
Oh,
Shane Watson, yeah.
Oh, I don't know him. Not Shane, but what's his name? He got another guy. He's funny.
I don't know who the other guy is.
Anyway, but yeah. Anyway, who cares? I'm not really in the interviews right now. I like listening to y'all. Y'all got all the answers. I ain't even lying. Shit. Yeah. That's for RG Rob G Films, man. This was a good weekend, man. We had the NFL. I went to the Drew League.
How was that?
It's cool. Semifinals. So we got the finals. We got the semifinals. That was a quarterfinal. Semifinals and finals this week. But I got a wedding to go to this Saturday.
You in it?
Weddings at 11:30. Receptions at 5:30. So.
Damn. What kind of shit is that?
It's they're doing a private wedding ceremony. And
so why is the reception so damn late?
That's the way she designed it. And that's why it's one of Dre's better friends. Best friend, better friend. They out there doing.
Oh, she in the wedding?
I don't know. I don't know. She's not having what you call it.
Traditional wedding.
I don't know what they doing. All right, peace, y'all.